it's on the table. All right, we're live. I don't have my inhaler. No, it's fine. We're going to start. Don't worry. Hey, everybody. It's Friday, July 3rd, 2015, and you're listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. I am Alex O'Neill, and with me this week, I have Tony Horvath.
Hello.
Brian Nobishin Jackson.
Suck hair.
And two guests this week to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. That's right, we'll get to that in a second. In the room with me, I have house guest, good friend, and anime lover supreme, Justin Graffius.
Agumon Digivolve 2 Greymon.
I hate you. And across the internet, my friend and yours, Brant Range.
It's a pleasure to be on. Thank you for having me back.
Welcome back, Brant, to number 2, Irrational Passions number 2, as far as I'm concerned.
By the way, that's a big diss to everybody who's seen you through 5 years.
That is.
Yeah, what the hell, man? I'm the one right here.
Yeah, okay. All right, I know where you fall.
I know where you sleep.
This
Today
just feels incomplete without Scott.
it does. Scott's gonna be here soon. He's running late. He's got stuff going on, but he'll
Currently
be here.
ninjaing into your house.
Yeah, he's crawling in through the sealed glass door. It's a special show today on July 3rd, 2010. The first episode of Rational Passions podcast was recorded. I didn't know that when Brant and Justin were booked to come on this episode. So, and then I remembered it like Tuesday, and I'm like, hey, I just realized that this is our 5-year anniversary. Now, I'm pretty sure the first episode went out on the 6th or whatever, so when this episode goes out, it'll be 5 years from the day.
Unless I give it to you on the 7th.
I hate you. Stop joking. Stop even playing around. Tony, where were you last week also?
I was raiding.
You were raiding or
I was
raving?
Raiding. As in the way nerdier version of a dance.
You couldn't even text us to let us know that you
No,
were going to
I
be on
was
the
busy.
show.
Were you raiding the Lost Ark?
Yeah.
Yes. I was running from boulders.
Tony, why didn't you even invite me then?
Yeah.
I would have came.
Heaven's Ward.
Alright.
Heavens
I'll send you a recruit a friend request.
Yeah.
That has nothing to
so
do with
Tony
finding...
can get a free month of WoW.
It doesn't
nerds.
matter. At this point, I can just buy it with in-game money, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's you've beated the system.
I beated it.
Today is also Ryan Davis Day, July
It is.
3rd. He passed away 2 years ago.
Happy our day.
So we take this day to remember all the good vibes and summer jams that he spread.
Yeah.
So, take a moment.
And big bear hugs.
And the biggest bear hugs.
And whatever the heck he did to you at PAX. I don't remember what it was that he did to you.
He
I think he
like,
grabbed your nipples.
he totally like rubbed my boobs and smelled my hair. It was
That's right.
wonderful.
That was right.
I have pictures. It's great.
It was a very Ryan Davis thing to do.
It is very, the man has a way of making you feel welcome. So, props to that. Harold, our good friend Harold Price.
By touching your body.
Yeah, he just treats you like a friend. It's
Yeah.
we're all
more
friends,
like a lover than a friend.
You know, same thing, same difference. The
I
sum
like
of
to
us.
remember Ryan Davis as one of my lovers.
Right, Brant? Same thing.
What are you even talking? Why did I fucking...
Why did you
be part
come
of this
here?
show?
So that our friend Harold Price from H-Bomb and Friends wrote a very nice piece about Ryan over at hbombandfriends.com, so check that out. But that's it. Justin, you're here. You're
Am
here
I?
for the 4th of July.
Am I?
Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to go home right after this.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
drove
just
up
get
to
out.
Be on the show. So yeah, you're here for tomorrow. We're gonna have a little party. It's gonna be fun.
Just a little one.
Just a little one.
It's gonna be crazy.
Just me and Tony making out
Yep.
on the couch when he gets here.
There'll
Tony
be like
did-
Card Fight Vanguard cards everywhere.
Tony specifically said that he is the only person allowed to spoon you.
You can join in.
Okay.
Yeah.
sorry,
but
Tony.
I'm the only one who's allowed to be the big spoon.
Yeah. Scott, are you ready to record?
I'll be ready soon.
Okay. Should we? Let's just wait.
Let's just hang out.
Yeah. Let's just.
All right.
Brant. This is what you come
Me.
to the show for. Late joiners.
Yep.
Early broadcasters.
I'm gonna go get an alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
Back in a minute while Scott sets up.
Is it going to be fancy /
Well,
really
geez,
wine?
I'm
No,
already
it's
set up.
it's totally. All right. Well, I guess I won't get it until the first break then.
Okay.
Even though it's like across
Actually,
the wall
hold up.
from me.
Scott.
I don't have the right mic.
Well,
Oh, go, Tony, go.
All right, I'll be right back.
Brant.
me.
have you thought about any more of the days that you're going to visit me? We got to work this out.
Yeah, I think that what I said was the thing that should happen. I think the 13th to the 15th, I believe I said something like that.
So the days where like I'm going to be gone half the time, you're just going to be at
oh,
my house.
no, it's then I meant that weekend. I apologize.
Oh, okay, that weekend.
Because you said that wouldn't make sense because you have the thing.
The class,
Yeah, all right. So
Scott,
that's
you
what I
ready?
meant.
Give me a second. I gotta make sure that
Babe.
the mic's going.
Babe.
Bay.
Bay.
Hey, fuck you.
Old Bay. Justin
You
loves
gotta
you.
wait.
I love you all equally. Some more than others.
That's
right.
exactly how equally works. Hey, Alex, that exact
All right,
same
I'm
medal
ready.
you have in your hand, I have in my hand.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
They're nice, right? like
Kind of shitty, to be honest.
No, this gotta get good. You're just shitty. You're just shitty in general as a human.
I as a person am shitty.
What was it that Joe said? It was like,
Scott said he was ready.
okay, Scott, you're good. All right,
Yep.
on one, Scott, from 3 to 1.
No, she ain't got
All right.
time for none of this shit.
3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm good.
Good. Scott's here now.
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, Scott. Happy 5-year anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's
5
do
years
that.
ago today, we sat in a room together. And by that I mean we sat in 2 separate rooms and talked over Skype. With one Evan Wall, who's not even here because he doesn't love us.
Fact.
Yeah, we did that. So happy anniversary. We talked about it a month ago. We had everybody on, all the hosts on. So that we kind of talked about our favorite Irrational Passions memories in the bonus content for that episode. So that was 4 episodes ago, however many numbers that was. Episode 230, not 130, goddamn. So check that, youtube.com/Irrational Passions. All right, let's roll into the show. We've got a great show lined up for you, as always. Brant's here to bring probably toothpaste-related shenanigans.
I'll bring some dental hygiene. Yep.
Yeah, Justin's here to bring
Whatever the hell I bring.
Digimon
Duncan Rampa.
Oh, well,
Duncan Rampa.
dude, Duncan Rampa for
Yeah,
the viewers.
I saw that.
So good.
It's a Duncan Rampa shirt. Please get in. Buy Dunkin' Donuts, but also Duncan Rampa.
And also be tortured by a bear.
Yeah, it's fun.
And fall into despair.
Despair. Hope. Hashtag hope. Hashtag no hope. So house cleaning this week. A couple of things went up on the site. Was it just so it was just the spoiler cast. I did a spoiler cast for Batman Arkham Knight with our good friend Greg Miller. We sat down and spoiled the ever-loving shit out of that. So that was an hour. That I ripped the audio from the video, and that's in the podcast feed, so if you just want to listen to it in your commute or whatever, you can...
Will told me to say that. Will told me to tell you that he liked that.
Oh, the spoiler cast?
Yep, he watched.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. For part of it, it was just Greg and I kind of talking about like comics and Batman the Animated Series. So,
Have you posted that on the feed yet?
Yeah, that's up.
Okay. So what I was going to say, and then now I'm not able to. I was going to say that you're not allowed to post it until after you post the Zillia podcast.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I ripped it and posted it immediately.
Yep. So you need to get that Zillia podcast up.
I'll tell you what. I might have opened a new Logic project and thrown those audio files into it and stared at them for a good 10 minutes.
And then you were like,
Yeah, I was like, oh god, I have so many other things I could do. So that's up. I recommend watching the video because that's how we kind of recorded it. Was just the video. YouTube.com/Irrational Passions. Ton of fun. It's an hour long. It's obviously Arkham Knight spoilers. You can watch the beginning. We talk about our Batman knowledge a little bit, but
let's be real. Who cares about Batman?
like Batman's awesome. So it was fun. Please check it out. It was a lot of fun, and Greg was super kind to just kind of do that out of the blue. And we had a good time. So, to everyone who's watching already, thank you. Love you guys. And to everyone who watched it live, I'm sorry we didn't get to all the questions. I was just trying to pick. I was panicking. I was just trying to keep it all together while I was doing that. That's it. That's all the house cleaning. It's the only thing that's gone up. The new episode of Malicious Underground Podcast X is going to go up over the weekend, though.
Hey, I know that podcast.
Yeah, you're on that podcast.
Am I?
If you like Justin, you should listen to Malicious Underground Podcast X, which is a monthly podcast all about anime. What's the next anime you guys are watching?
The next anime for this month coming is Gatchaman Crowds.
Gatchaman Crowds.
It can be found on Crunchyroll.
There you go. All right, let's talk about video games.
Why?
This is a video game podcast.
Oh,
I thought this
fuck.
was Malicious Underground X.
No,
Oh.
did I
Yeah,
hit-
guys, wrong stop. Malicious Underground podcast. The next hangout.
Yeah,
Probably get over to it.
Yeah.
I think I may have dialed the wrong number. Is this not the pizzeria?
Yeah. Wait. Do you guys have a copy of Battletoads? Having been someone who worked at a GameStop,
Oh, I bet.
that's happened to me
I bet.
twice. To which I was like, "No, come on, man!" And then I just hung up the phone.
I was in a GameStop when they got the call saying about Battletoads, and I'm just like, God damn it.
The thing was, like, I knew that it was a joke, and then I told my other coworkers, and they're like, "Why would they ask about that?" I'm like, "You don't know?" And they're like, "No," and I'm just like, "Just don't even whatever about it." All right.
You said something though before we get on track.
Yeah.
It was in such a hushed tone. It was almost like you could go up to other GameStop employees and be like, "Do you remember the day that they
the Battletoads Day.
Day.
BT
It's like
Day.
Yeah, it's like your version of D-Day where you show that you have a Purple Heart or something. And you're
Day.
like,
I just like lift up my arm and it's a picture of one of the fucking Battletoads tattooed on me.
exactly.
Better be Pimple.
Fucking, I don't even know who any of them are.
Pimple is the big brown one.
Who played Battletoads? No one. Shut up, Jester. God damn it. Are we gonna play it on Xbox One when it comes out? Is
Yeah,
that's
we're gonna get all the achievements on it.
My brother is very excited about the rally game.
I'm trying to remember which one it is. There's so many on that video. I'm like, what? I don't even remember half of these.
Let's talk about video games. That's what we do here at Irrational Passions Podcast. Brant, you are our guest. You haven't been on in like 2 months.
mm-hmm.
Of course, neither are you, but whatever. You're
I'm a loser.
You're
It's
here
okay. I already know.
physically with me. Brant, what have you been playing? What video games do you play?
You're very lucky because it's been a little while since I've played video games.
Yeah.
So had I not gotten something on assignment for Read Retro, it would have been kind of up a creek.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been playing one of the games put out by Comedy Central Games. It's called The Traverser.
Okay.
Do
you traverse things?
It's an indie game, yes. Silent protagonist. The graphics look kind of like a Tim Burton flick.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of darkness. There's an evil corporation involved.
Okay.
They wear bird masks. They're secretive.
They sound really evil. Are they like the crow masks that like doctors?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called the Raven Corporation.
Mm-hmm. Are they cool?
Not really. They're kind of dicks. Because the sun burned out, and so then all the humans fled underground, and now these people ration out all of the remaining air and other stuff, and they're being jerks about it.
That's not cool.
Right. So you have to puzzle and platform your way to finding out the mysteries of the science of the saving the world.
So is it just like jumping and tossing and puzzling?
There's a lot of puzzling. You have a gravity glove.
Oh, damn.
You can move things with the gravity glove up and down and all around, and so
Okay.
that leads to some pretty zany situations.
Okay. I'm looking at this. This definitely doesn't read to me as like Comedy Central.
No, it doesn't. It's not. The central theme is not comedy.
I was deeply confused.
I didn't chuckle once. I haven't chuckled in my hours of play. Really. Except there are a couple. There's some dark humor in it, but there's not like haha yuck jokes. The
Yeah.
yucks.
I mean, I imagine it. Looking at the aesthetic, at the very least, sun's burnt out. That sucks.
Right. Yeah.
Rationing air.
Yes.
That's like lowest common denominator type stuff. That also sucks. This isn't a happy fest.
No.
How's the tone work? Is it like good though?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The only time that you see what the protagonist is thinking is she carries around a journal, and you can hit J for journal.
Oh,
And
What?
it brings up the journal, and you can
Okay.
read her writing, and it kind of takes you through what's going on in her head, and it's I actually, you know what, I really do like the tone because it's certainly not happy, but it is, it's one of those mystery games where you're trying to find out like who done it and what they're really doing. There's a conspiracy, there's a theory, you got to work with it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like games with silent protagonists but the protagonists keep a journal. Like Dead Space 1 and the Metroid Prime games do that really well.
Right.
So I like that.
So that's what I've been playing.
Is that out, or is it coming out soon?
I mean, I got a code for it. I think it comes out soon, like within the week, if it isn't already out.
Okay, probably out by the time you hear this.
Certainly.
Cool. It sounds actually pretty cool. Is that on Steam?
Yes, it is.
Steam's okay. Is there controller support? I know you were dropping J keys.
There isn't.
Oh.
Dude, if I didn't have to drop the J key, I would be on that like a I'd be happy as a pig in shit. But unfortunately,
Like a hootenanny.
I have to slum it with a keyboard and a mouse, and like it's a production.
Yeah. Suck on that, Scott and Tony. You big old jerk faces.
It's okay. I have like 12 to 15 more buttons at any given time.
At any given time or window.
I don't need that many buttons. I like
Hit 'em faster.
You're a man of simple commands.
yeah.
Me too. I'm a simple man.
You give me a directional pad of some sort and 2 buttons, and I'll show you a great time.
Yo, 100%. I could fix Geralt's movement though
Yeah.
with a keyboard.
100%. That's it. That's magic. You just a couple of keystrokes and you're done.
I'm gonna wait for the
He's a
developer
ballerina.
to patch it, and so I don't have to do some sort of weird elven magic and sacrifice a virgin to get an avatar
Yeah.
to walk straight.
That
That's
shit might
true.
happen
I
in
have
that game.
sacrificed a lot of virgins.
Yeah. Weird.
To the
I mean-
keyboard gods.
I'm
The
into
Wazda,
the Wazd gods.
Waz gods.
It's Steve Wozniak and the Wazd gods.
How did you know about my favorite indie rock band? It's a great.
It's actually it's a Potter rock band. Weirdly enough, Wizard Rock.
Right. It's very strange. Yeah.
I don't know anyone who like actually listens. No, I do know one person that listens to Wizard Rock.
I
Never
have been to a Wizard Rock concert.
It's Alex.
If you'd like to
not
hear
me.
that story.
I would.
All right. So the year was 2008.
Okay.
I was dating the woman who later derided me for the vanilla toothpaste. So really, it's kind of related.
Full circle, man.
Right.
Did you go to this concert because of the toothpaste? Did it like
or
No,
because
no.
you got
This
a
is no. The toothpaste happened years after the Wizard Rock concert.
So you got the toothpaste because of the Wizard concert.
They're connected, is what we're saying.
I'm saying the woman is the common denominator, and you should shut the fuck up and let me tell you this story of shame, and not
Go on.
drag it out. Anyway, in my pre-toothpaste life, when I was still making some really good Crest-related decisions, you professional piece of shit.
Before the vanilla toothpaste, no toothpaste at all?
No, Crest. I'm talking about your standard, regular
Standard
old
Crest.
Crest.
Pro Health or
Yeah, I care about myself. I just started.
I want to get a soundbite of you saying it exactly like that.
And I would brush my teeth with it. I would rub it on my body. I figured if it's pro health, I might as well just get it where it needs to go.
They call it multi-purpose paste for a reason.
Yeah, I just thought, put it in my hair. It's a great shampoo. As a sidebar, once in college, didn't have any shampoo, used hand soap. That was not one of my finer moments.
You know what? My roommate uses this weird hipster organic soap for his hair and body. So
That's great. It's made out of sheep's dreams or some sort of whatever the fuck else.
weird shit like that.
But anyway, so I was dating this girl, and we're both into Harry Potter, and we were looking at the wonderful wizard rock band Harry and the Potters.
Yes,
And,
the most popular as far as I know.
Right, and they were playing a show in New York City at the New York Public Library, and we went. It was a fun
New York
fun outing.
Public Library, weird.
Yeah, no, it was a whole big thing. They released the album actually on vinyl, a live album from that show. I did not buy it because I wasn't aware of it at the time.
Could we hear you if we listened to the album very closely? Could we
I don't
hear
know.
you screaming like a fangirl in the back?
I was certainly it was very awkward because she and I were super into and still into Harry Potter, but we were like, all right, this is really great, and it was really she and I and just a bunch of children, and I was seriously the tallest person there by an order of magnitude.
You're also super tall. Just in general.
I was at that point I had gotten to my maximum height of 6 feet and 2 inches.
The optimum height. Everyone I know that is tall is 6'2". My friend Chris, my roommate Ethan, and my other roommate Derek. my brother. So,
6'2" is a good place to be.
it's the perfect height, apparently.
You know what? It's good. And if you want a hot Harry and the Potter's tip, if you want a recommendation, you should check out
Remus and the Lupins.
No, you should.
That's real band. I didn't just make that up. It's real.
I know. Felix Felicis is one of the songs, and it's got an exceptional beat.
I've heard that
somebody
song.
who enjoys a beat. So that is
beat.
If
The
you enjoy
vegetable.
if you enjoy the cartoon Doug, if you enjoyed the beats from that cartoon, then you'll really enjoy Felix Felicis by Harry.
When I was going grocery shopping to get food for the 4th of July last night in a Giant, the theme song for Doug came on. Yeah, Nabishin, you know it. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Nabishin, you've been oddly quiet. I don't want to hear anybody else but you. What's going on in your universe? Fuck video games.
What's life like, Nabishin?
Yeah, Nabishin, you've got not only do you have my favorite name on the entire show in terms of what you're referred to. I just want to know. I want to know what your day's been like. Tell me.
It's been a shitty day, actually.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Nailed it, Brant. You
Good job.
I'm gonna go now, honestly.
Are you gonna head out?
Yeah, I kind of have to.
Okay. Well, Nabishin, thank you for making an appearance, and giving us a wonderful Nabishin intro. I'm gonna send love your way, and have fun tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.
Later, buddy.
Love you.
I really nailed it.
You forced him out.
10
job.
10 out of 10 on my part in terms of knowing how to make people feel welcome.
I think we know what Hogwarts class he goes into. Slytherin, right?
Yeah.
Dick.
No.
I would definitely slither in. Yes. That is something that I can cop to.
Brant, is that all the games you've been playing?
Yeah, it's the Traverser. I want to hear what y'all have been playing though.
Justin, you and I played a video game before we actually started recording today.
I think we almost threw our controllers across the room.
No, I wasn't
Almost.
that angry. So Justin and I were playing Towerfall before we started.
Did the tower
today.
fall?
Yeah, the tower did fall.
Finally.
The people are not aware. Towerfall Ascension on PlayStation 4, excellent game. It was free for PS Plus when it came out. It's super fun. So we were playing the cooperative 2-player mode. We're gonna play a lot of it tomorrow, probably my 4th of July shindig. So before we had played through it, there's one last level, right? You beat this boss, which is this king, and then you get to a last level. And there's probably levels after it. You just have to beat them all in hardcore mode or whatever, which is the harder difficulty. So we got to this last level again. We played through the whole co-op story mode again.
Yep.
We had never beaten it before.
Nope.
So we're going through it again, and we finally beat it.
And then we get to that last.
That last level is fucking crazy. We beat it though. We finished
Finally.
it. We conquered it. What is the crack? it's what the level's called. The volcanic crack.
I call it hell, but hey.
It's a goddamn nightmare. Yeah, there were just moments like Justin, talkative person. We know he's been on the show many times before. Love you.
Love you too.
Oh. Just hold my
Now
hand.
we're not gonna-
Hold my hand and look deeply into my eyes. But when we're playing, there are moments where Justin would just and just be completely silent for 5 minutes because it was just him left. And I knew that's what you were concentrating.
It's down to no lives left, just me. We just started the round, and it's just I gotta focus.
Yeah,
I can't talk. I can't do this.
The best part is we get to the 8th round of the last level. And it's like us. We're doing great, and then he dies. It's just me left, and there's 2 guys left, and I just hear from Justin, and I'm like, the pressure.
Because, and if you play the game, it was the 2 crow guys left that fire out the tornadoes.
Yeah, they shoot a tornado, and then they're dazed, and you can hit them. But
that's only when you fire the arrow first.
Yeah.
Then that's when they fire the gust of wind. But the gust of wind goes past your arrow and almost hits you. So it was like 2 pixel lengths away from killing you.
super death. I was gonna be destroyed entirely. But no, we did it. And then we were like, no, we have to stop.
We gotta stop it now.
It's over. There's
I can't go to hardcore anymore.
They put an expansion out that we're probably gonna play a little bit
Dark
of.
World.
Dark World, and yeah, you haven't seen any of that yet, right?
I haven't seen past the level that we just beat.
So we'll play some of that. That was fun.
It was fun.
Towerfall's awesome. I'm excited to play 4 players.
I want to see the Dark World worlds.
Yeah. What else have you been playing?
Um.
Oh yeah, you your names written down.
I mean, the one that I can think of off the top of my head, which can be summed up in one word, is Paper Mario Sticker Star.
And the word is meh.
Shit.
So you beat it, right?
Yeah.
So Justin, the only person on the internet watching my Let's Play of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
That's because I love you.
No,
There we
there's
go.
like one other person. There's like 2 views.
Well,
on
I
every
love you
episode.
more than that guy.
Yeah. I don't.
You know what?
Well, I mean, I'll watch it after I play it.
Okay.
But you don't know that. What if the other person is like some sort of Alex O'Neill fetishist super fan?
I don't want that idea to be on the internet, Brent.
I'm just saying that you cannot, without knowing this person, you cannot authoritatively say that you love Alex more than this other person.
It's just Tony, who is an Alex O'Neill fetishist super fan.
I'm really concerned that you brought up my name for that.
Yeah, it's Tony. It's you.
Well, that's because it's a 5-year-long secret that you're holding in.
Yeah.
It's time to let it out, man.
5 years of Irrational Passions later, ever since we had world history class together, and I left halfway through
Fucking
in
God.
10th,
You
in
left
11th
me. You
grade.
left me with this one really annoying girl the entire semester.
I did it because I love you.
No, you did
Anyway.
not.
Other than references that only we'll understand.
You did it because you had a terminal illness. It
Goddamn
was
right.
terminal.
I think it's time to let your feelings for Alex out from behind the 1,000-year door.
Yeah. All right. Fair
Brad,
enough.
did you just come here to drop zingers and then leave and then force people off the show?
Yes,
I'm
it's
gonna
just-
leave now.
To me, this is just one big Mario Party minigame, and I'm just trying to juke people out.
You're trying to red space people until they have no hope anymore.
Yes.
So he's the Dan Reichert of Irrational Passions.
Yeah, except you're not technically part of the team.
No,
you're
I'm not at all.
You're a waffler / pancaker. So
I'm like the cousin Oliver. You know,
Yeah. John Oliver?
I'm added many seasons in because they need another character onto the show. I'm one of those.
yeah, Ollie the collie. You're a dog.
You're the first man to call me that.
Whoa! I bet if you were a collie, Brant, you'd be an adorable one. If that makes you feel any better.
That makes me feel way more uncomfortable than any other implications that I've made. So anyway, keep talking about Sticker Star and how it's the worst.
You beat it. Ow, why is it bad? I mean, I've played it.
And I played it I started to play it when it first came out because I'm like, Paper Mario, yes, more.
Yeah.
And leading up to it, I heard that you don't need to go into battles. You don't
It has,
level up.
It has literally none of the things that make Paper Mario.
So I started playing it, and I'm like,
Except for
okay,
the aesthetic.
yeah. And so I started playing it back then, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is kind of pointless. And then I started playing it more,
Yeah.
and then I got to a level, and it's just one giant maze, and I'm just like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Like, it's just one giant maze, and I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going. I've been everywhere.
Do you have health in that?
Yes.
How does it go up?
You find +5 hearts in the world,
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
which is also horrible.
Yeah.
But so then I'm like, oh, I'm watching this guy named Alex Let's Play
I tell you
this-
what.
1,000-Year Door game.
Sounds like a schmuck.
I don't know.
And
I have a fetish crush on him. So.
We found the guy.
We found him.
Oh shit!
Out it again.
So, and then you said, oh yeah, I kind of want to play Sticker Star again, and trying to actually say I beat it.
Yeah, because I've beaten all the other Paper Marios.
And I had the same mentality.
Yeah.
So, 2 weeks ago, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I want to beat it. I love the Paper Mario series a lot, so I want to actually say I beat them all.
Yeah, yeah.
Started playing it, immediately remembered why I hate it. So then I immediately pulled up a FAQ on GameFAQs and just played with that the whole time. And
Yeah.
it made the experience way better.
How long is it? It's got to be short, right?
It took me 2 days, and I played like all day one day.
Because like the Paper Mario games are long. Like
They
fucking 1,000-Year Door is like 40 hours long.
I would say this one's probably about 30, 35. And that's with the FAQ, knowing exactly what to do next. If you didn't have that, it'd probably be longer than 1,000-Year Door.
Yeah, that's
Because you get so lost, and there's multiple ways to leave a level to find levels to
Yeah.
continue. But just the battles, I ran most of the time.
So, like, for people who don't know, Sticker Star is like instead of instead of like you get experience for battles and like you have companions and stuff, no companions.
No.
The only thing you use in battle, you have like on the bottom touchscreen on the 3DS, you have like all your badges, or no, they're stickers. And you use a sticker to do an attack. So you use like a boot sticker and you can jump attack.
And once you use it, it's gone
It's gone
until you
forever.
find another one,
Yeah, yeah.
which there's abundance of them.
Yeah.
But
But if you fight every battle, you're
If you-
going to run low. or
you're going to run
out.
low, and you don't get anything but coins. If you do a decent amount of battles, you'll still have enough coins to kick Bowser's ass in the end.
Yeah.
But it gets to the point where you get some really good stickers, and it takes up the full like folders and stuff.
Yeah.
And you want to save them. Like, you don't want to use them on the first boss. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, battles are pointless. Levels are okay. There's like maybe 2 or 3 good levels.
Yeah.
The bosses are cool. Like,
I didn't even see the first boss.
and this is the other reason why I hate the game. Really bad mechanic. So, second boss is a pokey.
Yeah.
Giant pokey, right? So, you go in, you go to try to hammer it, does like 5 damage. Or more, depending on which ones you have. Then you look at its health, it's like 500.
Jesus.
So it's like, I wouldn't even be able to use all my stickers and kill this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But what you don't realize going into it, and when you get to them, the level, like where you're going to fight them, looks like a baseball stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can like go around the stadium.
No, that's your hint. It's a baseball stadium.
Okay.
You get things in the game. You probably got some things, like the fan,
Yeah, yeah. They're like 3-dimensional objects.
which can be used as attacks. Some of them are attacks, some do other stuff.
Yeah.
One thing is a baseball bat. You do, depending on how tall he goes, how many parts of the pokey,
Yeah.
does like 50 damage to each of them. That's how you kill the pokey, the easiest way.
Yeah, yeah. So you just
If you don't have
keep
that-
using it over and over again.
You can only use it once.
Okay.
But you don't even know that. You go all the way up because it takes like maybe like 30 minutes to get up to that boss.
Mm-hmm.
You get to it, you just notice the baseball theme, and you're like, oh, that's really cool, baseball theme, cool. You go to fight him, 500 health, and you're just like, holy shit, what the fuck?
There's no other boss like that?
No, that's like, all bosses have a unique way to beat it. The
Yeah.
first boss,
Is the fan?
scissors.
Okay.
Because he forms up in like multiple Goombas, and you have to cut them apart.
Oh yeah, I saw video of that.
Pokey, baseball bat. Third boss is Squid Guy. Yeah, like a blooper.
Blooper, yeah.
And you get a sponge thing.
Okay.
So what you do is the sponge gets put in front of you. It makes it a shield.
Mm-hmm.
He does his ink thing.
It absorbs
It hits it and fires it back out.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, that's cool.
I mean, it's clever, yeah.
But you don't know that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't think about that. You get all these things. I like saying things. It's funny.
They,
It's
like,
actually
they,
the name.
They call them things.
Yeah, they're actually called things.
because they're not made of paper. They're 3-dimensional.
But it's like you get so many of them. You don't realize which ones you want to keep, and some of them take up like a
Yeah, like
good amount of
chunks
space.
of your sticker page. Yeah.
And just without the fact, I would have been lost. Like I would have went in, just been using all my stickers, and
yeah.
the final boss fight with Bowser was amazing. Like that was probably one of my favorite Bowser battles of all time.
That's cool.
Because he's like invulnerable. You have to use all your sticker stars. I won't spoil what you have to use to win, but it's really cool.
It seems cool though, yeah.
But it's just you use a FAQ. For the love of God, use a FAQ when you play this game. Don't play it by yourself. You'll kill yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely like disappointing how it's set up. Like, you know, they took out the levels, they took out the stage thing, which was what made Thousand Year Door so cool. Was like you have the audience.
Mm-hmm.
They took out companions, which is probably my favorite part about the Paper Mario games.
Yep.
It's just, you know,
And battles are pointless. Like again, that whole game is completely pointless. Just it's a matter of you going to find the things you need to find.
yeah.
I have a question, since you said that you want to beat all the Paper Mario games. While it's not a Paper Mario game proper, have either of you, or anybody who's part of this wonderful podcast community, played Super Mario RPG? The
Yeah, I beat
SNES
that.
game?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Scott's favorite Mario RPG, and Options as well. I beat it a long time ago. I've never actually gone back and played it as an adult. I know it holds up because I've seen my brother play it a little bit. But yeah, I really like that game. I prefer Paper Mario. especially Thousand Year Door, because I think I just like how the system works in that, and I like the aesthetic more. But I totally like that series, and Mario and Luigi wouldn't exist without Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, Super Mario RPG is incredible. And one other comment about Sticker Star, because I was very much let down by that game as well. The only redeeming factor for me, they're Shy Guys with sombreros, and they're
Actually
very cute.
You want to know what the best part about those sombrero Shy Guys?
Lay it on me. Do they throw hot peppers at you?
Nope, even better. They throw their sombrero at you.
God damn.
But even better than that, if you actually fight them and kill them, you get the chance of actually getting a sombrero sticker and throwing the sombrero at enemies.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sold. All right, I'm buying it again because I lost all my 3DS games on a plane.
What the fuck? What was that? What was that? Spark to me that story.
When I was flying back from San Francisco,
Beyond 300?
no, from Kind of Funny Life. My Persona Q case, like the hard case that holds your 3DS, that fell off my seat onto the floor, and it had all of my cartridge-based 3DS games in it, and I left it on the plane. I didn't even know it was gone until I was waiting in Atlanta to get on my next flight.
Jesus Christ!
Or not in Atlanta, Newark. And that included a Persona Q save with 70 hours put into it.
Oh, man.
That was like when Nabishin was like, "Oh, was Persona Q in there as well?" I'm like, "No." Oh God, no. And yeah, like so, I it's like one of those things where I can never play Persona Q again.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking I'm just gonna go and look up the ending at this point because I put in the work. I was in the final dungeon. I was maybe a couple hours of grinding away from finishing that game, and now it's gone forever. And I submitted like the thing to United, and I'm like, "Hey, can you find this lost shit?" And they're like, "Sure," and then they didn't. So there you go, Brant.
I'm so sorry.
Like Fire Emblem Awakening, Majora's Mask 3D,
No!
Smash Brothers. No, these are all I have digitally.
Oh,
so,
thank Jesus Christ.
Yeah, those all I still have.
You can't lose Majora.
And I have most of my games digitally, luckily, but I lost a good chunk.
Link Between Worlds?
That was in my 3DS, so that's safe.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, right. Like, because that was what I was playing on the flight, and I just slipped my 3DS into my pocket when I got up to leave, because I was playing it when the plane landed. So I didn't even think about it because I thought my case was in my laptop bag. It wasn't. So, fucking bummer.
Yeah, I'm glad I beat it though. Like I can finally say I beat it. But
Yeah.
I'm not playing that again. There's no way.
Yeah, I play Thousand Year Door every few years.
See, I could play that. It's hard to find time to do that. But
Yeah, it's a fucking long game. What else have you been playing?
Heaven's
Heaven's Ward.
Yeah, I've been playing.
We talked a lot about Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, I was playing that a while ago. I
Not
started
10.
to play it.
I meant 15, 14. Whichever one Heaven's Ward is an expansion
14.
for. 14. 10. Why did I say 10?
You really missed the spear grid?
Excuse me. I don't even know what the spear grid is.
You love Blitzball?
Yeah, Blitzball. There you go.
Blitzball is the new truth. At least I didn't say Final Fantasy X.
X.
Malicious Underground X.
We weren't supposed to say that. You have to cut that out now.
Yeah. No one can see my face while I talk like that.
Yeah, it's.
Final Fantasy 14. What do you?
I was gonna say it's more, and the story's really good. New environments are beautiful. Music's amazing. I think this is probably my favorite music of the game so far, of just the environments that I've seen. Hell, I got a black chocobo. That is right. I'm gonna be flying the fuck around.
Black
on a
Chocobos are really good in Final Fantasy 7. I don't know if you guys really sunk
believe-
time into the Chocobo race.
I believe that's called a Blocobo.
Might be. Yeah, bro. Come on, get with the PC name.
But
Anyway,
let's be honest
please
here.
save me.
Black chocobo, screw that. Fat chocobo is where it's at.
I've seen screen grabs of fat Chocobos flying.
You want to know how you make them fly?
How?
Put cake in front of them, makes them fly.
This is anti-American. if ever I've heard it. Anti-fat is anti-American. Let's be real. All right, still treating you well.
Yep, still
Yeah,
kicking away.
you told me you can jump between playing on PC and playing on PS4 anytime.
Yep.
You have it
Yeah.
on your phone. Your list
No.
of games.
No.
Remember you showed it to me on your phone and
No, that was Record Keeper.
Oh,
That free
okay.
Android game, which is amazing.
The list. I wrote it down. Remember? Just read the goddamn list.
I don't know. Whatever.
You forgot what games you were playing.
I
For
did.
people's reference, and I have to show him my computer screen so he remembers.
Hey, I can't remember them all.
Uh,
I got Chibi Robo for the GameCube.
how? Where did you find it?
Game convention.
Can I steal it?
No,
Why not?
Because Justin.
because I'll steal it back.
Because Justin lives in
I
Pennsylvania.
I will still have stolen it at least once.
Yeah, there you go.
Or I could just like hand it to you, and then you could just like hand it right back. and
All
just
Scott
say I
wants
stole
is
it.
All right. We have to make this a party. That we have to make the 4th of July a party where weird
Well, I
customs
didn't
take
bring
place.
it.
So we're gonna do it.
No,
I'm
we're
not gonna
Okay.
go back down. I'm not gonna go
We're
back
gonna-
down.
we're
We're gonna go
gonna-
back up to Pennsylvania and
We're
grab
gonna
it.
helicopter rescue it in from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that time I went to shock trauma, except I didn't take a helicopter. It's really happened. Just for people listening at home, when my nose got bit off. Come
But
on,
yeah,
babe.
but yeah, I picked it up because I was actually kind of hyped for the new 3DS one. Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. The 2D platformer that's nothing like Chibi Robo,
I know.
the original.
But I was just like, I kind of want it, and so I picked it up and started actually playing it. That game is adorable.
Yeah, it is. It's
Like
super cute.
the art style, and it's made by Nintendo. Like,
Brant, are you a fan of Chibi Robos?
I'm Presbyterian, so no.
I'm a pescatarian too. Wait, I'm not even a pescatarian.
No, I said Episcopalian. That's a religion. Any Presbyterian.
I'm Mesopotamian.
Presbyterian is a sect of Catholicism.
I
and-
know.
All right. Anyway, no, I'm a Chibi Robo.
No-go?
Novice.
No go. More like Chibi no go.
Am I right? Anyway, so you just run around and clean the house, right?
Yeah, you clean the house, and then there's like,
You're a Roomba, but like with legs.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you carry. So like you're carrying your plug around, right?
You can carry it, or you can just let it sit behind you.
So
But
you-
like, if you want to plug it in, you pick it up.
You got to
plug
charge
it in.
yourself an electrical outlet.
Yep, you have a power gauge, and if you let it go down, you'll get a game over and then immediately restart. But
No consequences. I like that.
yeah, you're just going around the room and cleaning up stuff. You're trying to get heart points.
Now, what are you doing to clean up stuff? Are you just eating it?
No.
Does the Robo of cheapiness have a mouth?
I mean, I guess you're
do you have like a vacuum dick?
no. So at least so far, I mean, I only played a little bit of it, but you.
Brant, don't look so offended.
Well, Brant will like this, as long as it's not his toothbrush.
Okay.
Chibi
You,
Robo
you went
gets it-
from penises to toothbrushes really quickly. I don't
I
like
did.
that.
I wanted to make sure you were caught in the loop.
All right.
But you pick up a toothbrush and you actually clean like the little paw prints off from the dog and some other like ink spots with it.
Are you in a traditional Japanese home?
Yes. I mean, it's. I only seen
Stop
one.
looking over there, because you're making me think like somebody's coming in through the
Somebody is coming in the door. Look.
No,
Yeah, look.
I have peripheral vision.
You want to know who it is?
It's
It's a Titan from Attack on Titan.
It's-
It's ready for you.
it's a Chibi Robo
Gotta
ready
get
for,
eaten.
for some vor.
But yeah, so he uses the toothbrush, cleans.
Brant is so fucking pissed now. Yeah, go on.
Um,
Toothbrush, you scrub stuff down and
Yeah, and so far, again, this is all I've seen. You get like a little helicopter that makes you hover for like 2
the
seconds.
Banjo-Kazooie jump. Yeah.
But there's little trash on the ground, so he picks it up, puts it in his head, and just carry as much shit as he wants in his head, apparently. But yeah, then you throw it away, and you're just trying to clean up the house and make the family's life better. That's the whole point of it.
Fascinating.
Yeah. But
God, words. When I had a GameFly subscription, that's when Chibi Robo came out, and I'm like, this is Nintendo. I should rent this. And obviously no one was renting Chibi Robo, so I could have gotten it whenever. I instead went with Tales of Vesperia, as we know. The smarter of the two choices. But I was always fascinated from a distance with Chibi Robo. It seems like such a novel idea.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's very quirky too. It has like the whole banjo kazooie like talking like blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And
That's a big thing with the N64. It's cool to see that kind of come back.
but it's very quirky. Like the characters are just all fun. The daughter likes frogs, so she's wearing like this frog hat and always just says ribbit, ribbit, ribbit whenever she's talking.
I mean,
it's like what?
It sounds like my roommate. Go on, please.
Ethan says ribbit,
Yeah,
ribbit.
yeah, yeah. He wears a frog head around the house.
It looks like it did come out for the Wii, but only in Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah, because remember they did those like Wii ports of a few GameCube games. They did Pikmin 2,
Mario
and
Tennis,
Chibi
I
Robo.
believe.
Mario Tennis, yeah.
I got that.
And Pikmin 1 and 2 came to North America because I have both of them for the Wii. But yeah, they didn't bring Chibi Robo over here
It
because
just
it didn't do well over here.
No, it did not.
So.
Is there one more? I have a question about it. Is there a whole lot of text in there? Like, if one were to import Chibi Robo for the Wii for whatever reason,
Yeah.
From,
If they were rambling, for
Right.
example.
from what I played so far, like the dialogue's just there. There's some parts where you're gonna, like the very beginning, it's like, oh, go grab this flower, and it literally specifies you to go get this flower and give it to the girl. But once that happened, it was just go explore, do what you want, clean up as much as you can, try to progress.
What you want with my body? What you want with my body? Sing it, Lady Gaga. I derailed you. See, this was my master plan. Okay, what else have you been playing? R. Kelly's on that song. Pretty good. Just by the way.
Welcome to the
pull out
Lady
his
Gaga
gun?
podcast.
Nobody had any answers?
Yeah, Little Monsters, let me tell you. R. Kelly talks about, like, fucking. Straight up just fucking in that song.
all right. I have an R. Kelly related story. My favorite song. I think it came out when I was in 6th grade. It was the Ignition remix. And I had no idea what most of the innuendo that was in that song was, but I was listening to it, I was singing it, and I think the best lyric in that entire song is, like Murder She Wrote. It's like Murder She Wrote when I get you out them clothes, because I still don't know what that means, even though I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen, read, I don't know the source material.
I mean, just think of, like, the sexiest thing you can think of.
Chibi Robo, am I right?
Like, just think of Chibi Robo running around, like, on a strip pole, like, dancing to Do What You Want With My Body by Lady Gaga featuring R. Kelly. Just think about it.
Listen, I can't stop thinking about it.
He's gonna go home.
I am
He's already
home.
Yeah, Brant's home.
He's gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
It's
And
right
he's just
there.
gonna dream about Chibi Robo.
Just
Doing some naughty things.
in a bubble dress with his plug. Anyway,
He's gonna plug it in, all right.
oh, god damn. Oh wow! I continue, please, Justin. What else have you been playing?
I'll save the best for last. Jump Stars versus Plus, which just came out this week for PS4 and Vita. It is the Shonen Jump fighting game, and it just has a bunch of characters from the Jump universe that you're fighting with, and going to their worlds, and you have some story modes, but
So, is this fighting game include characters such as Goku?
yes,
From Dragon Ball Z,
and Vegeta and Frieza from that series.
Naruto
Yep.
from Naruto Shippuden,
You also got Sasuke and Madara.
Sasuke,
Yes.
the guy from Bleach with the orange hair.
Ichigo, yes.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of characters, even ones that we never got here. You got ones that are gaining popularity over here, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Hunter x Hunter, things like that. But then there's some that like never came out here.
Is the game good, Justin?
It's a mediocre fighting game. Like
Sweet.
it really is.
Is it a 3D fighter or a 2D?
Yeah, 3D. You're running around the environments, and
Sounds like hot shit. Does Greg like it?
I don't know. I don't know if he played it
he,
yet.
if he does like it, it's probably bad.
All right, then I'll stop playing it then. If he says he likes it, then I have to stop playing.
Greg Blaney, for reference, not Greg Miller. Although, if Greg Miller loved J-Star Victory...
Then you're going to be jumping on that, aren't you?
I'm gonna be on that shit. Do a Let's Play on Kind of Funny Games. Let's do that.
But I like it. I mean, it has some characters I like, and I already started to find the characters I like to play as, so... I
Like
mean,
the guy that was dressed like Goku but had blue hair.
that is Toriko, and yes, he is amazing.
How did I know? Because he had blue hair was the answer.
Blue hair.
If you ever watch an anime, fun fact, if you're listening to Malicious Underground Podcast X, which you should listen to because of every month, if you watch an anime, you're like, oh, it's a love story, and one of the characters' hair is blue, and she's like fiercely independent, Justin probably is in love with her.
As long as she's feisty.
As long as
Feisty
she's a
character
girl
type.
too, like that's also one of your
Yeah, it's-
requirements, I think.
I'm weird,
Yeah,
I guess.
I guess. Show a
Maybe.
dick. Just show a dick, guys. It's fine.
We tried to watch a ton of Yaoi, but no. You didn't want to.
It just doesn't work out.
We're going to free it up.
Are you familiar, Brant? Are you? You look like every time I look over at your little box, it looks like you have a headache.
I'm just saying, you guys are. If this was an anime, I would have probably there would be like very large the sweat drops.
Yeah.
Are you sure it won't be the ellipses? Just dot.
It would have
dot
been
the
a
whole
combination
time?
of both. You've been playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep as well.
Yes. So I finally decided to play the HD remix.
Had you
of
not
it.
played it yet?
I played a little bit of it.
Fucking piece of shit.
I played 2, watched the Recoded, and I'm like, I want to play Birth
You
by Sleep.
watched the Recoded before you played Birth by Sleep. I still haven't watched it. I mean, Scott's got my game right now, but
But, so,
I
Sorry.
still don't plan on watching it.
you don't need to.
Yeah.
But, so I'm just like, you know what? I have like 2-3 games that I have to play on my PS3 before I can literally just kind of push it away, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
So I jumped back on my Aqua story that I was on.
Yeah.
I started playing. I'm like, man, this is, again, I love this. It's still one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games. I love the combat, all that. Just started beating it and got...
Just beating off. Just beating off.
I wasn't even playing the game.
Crazy.
I never even beat it. I just turned it on and just started beating it.
Started beating it. Like
I'll show you a stylus 3DS.
So
let me activate my touch screen.
So I totally forgot.
Please continue.
So I totally
Didn't
forgot.
even ask for a friend code. You
Yeah.
piece of shit. You human piece of garbage.
No, dream drop my distance. That doesn't make sense.
I'll recode you, maybe. Whatever. Okay.
So you started playing it.
And then, so I didn't realize I was on proud mode.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah. So you ain't no fucking baby.
Yeah. Well,
You ain't no
I
hot
thought
dog
I was
girl.
on normal. I thought I was on normal because I was like,
It was
just
so easy.
yeah.
She's like, oh god, get on my level.
Well, this is how easy I thought it was. I got to Neverland
Yeah.
with Aqua.
Yeah.
You know who boss is there, right?
Yeah, Hook.
That jerkwad Vanitas.
Yeah.
And that fight. Guess how long it took me to beat him?
like 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Less than a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I died like 100 times.
I was so overpowered by the time I finished that game on proud mode. Like, because I do the thing, because I'm a fucking sociopath, I do the thing where I go and grind out all of the skills that you
Yep.
want,
That's what I did this time.
and you, like, in the process of, like, grinding out, because, like, in order to get new skills in that game, you have to, what's it, like you have to level up your skills because like each skill like goes up to like between
certain amount of
level
levels, yeah.
like 1 and 7, and like you just do that by killing enemies. So like you grind that up. So in the process of like getting your skills up, you're also just getting your levels up, and then you have like a bunch of like the super powerful skills that are like broken as fuck.
Yeah, you get some abilities, and then you try to meld some of those skills, and you get some even more broken abilities, like Time Splicer. That's my favorite.
Time Splicer is so broken.
Uh,
So like you get to the final boss, and if you've done that, you're just you wipe the floor with them because not all of them don't have that much health. So
No, but Vanitas, oh my god, I was on Proud back then too, and I died 100 times, probably, and then I just beat him in less than a minute this time, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I gotten better at these games, or what?
The first time through Birth by Sleep, I feel like is the hardest always, and then once you kind of have an idea of what you're supposed to do with that game, It's a lot easier.
Yeah, 'cause
Or you could be me and then just by chance do what you're supposed to do with that game and not have a problem.
Yeah.
The only time I had a problem is where that didn't help you in
Yeah.
Ventus's last fight with Vanitas.
Yeah. That
Because
one.
that doesn't actually help you.
That one.
Feeling mad at me of that.
That one's pretty tough. For like, to be fair, like, because like you can easily just like mess up the reaction commands and just like die.
But so yeah, then I beat her story and then started Vanitas's. Yeah, he's better anyways than Ben.
Dude, whatever.
Ven.
Ven's the illest.
Vanitas is the best.
Is that all you've been playing?
Yeah, that's all.
Cool. Scott, what about you?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just haven't had time this week.
Yeah, okay, so get this. Since I started work, I had to do something every Sunday. Like, and that would be my time to go and play something.
Scott's me
That
time, if I may.
Yeah. So yeah, this week I had to go and visit. I had to go back up to Pennsylvania to visit again.
Okay.
Like,
Visit
again.
Justin
Got that Chibi Robo.
and steal Chibi Robo from him.
Yeah, I should have popped in because I totally could have. I had a car. I was by
Yeah.
myself.
You were free reign in it. You
Pretty
were in
much.
You were in control of your own destiny, like a Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts game.
Not exactly my own car.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just alone in a car.
Okay. Fair
And I
enough.
could have made the side trip, but
Yeah.
I had ice cream instead. Fuck you.
Ice cream's good. I like it. Did you go to Cold Stone?
It was a frozen yogurt, to be more precise.
Okay.
What
I
flavor?
did one of those things. All of them.
Really?
It
See,
was
I'm like
every flavor.
I'm a strict tart kind of guy.
I don't like frozen yogurt. Unpopular.
Whenever I
opinion.
go to the
know.
frozen yogurt stores, and I'm like, all right, haven't tried this one, but this one's fantastic. Have to get that one.
What about
I
like
just
mixed
do
match
them.
cake?
But
Yeah,
the-
I just all of them.
what I do.
I don't mix them. I try and eat it before it melts.
Yeah. That's see, like that. I prefer that method as well. I don't do that thing where you're like, "Let me make ice cream soup," and I'm like, "Who are you? Fucking a serial killer? Are you Hannibal Lecter? Is this how I die? What are you gonna eat me after this?"
What if somebody said yes? You're like, oh fuck.
You know what? If I had to be killed by any serial killer, if it was Hannibal Lecter, I'd be cool. I mean, I'd be eaten.
So now you're second guessing yourself.
So you're sitting there. You think that you're begrudgingly about to get to eat frozen yogurt. You're about to be eaten.
Yeah. But the thing is, Justin, to respond to you, Hannibal Lecter isn't gonna eat me whole because that's not physically capable. He's not like a giant monster
That you know of.
that I know of. Real life Hannibal Lecter, actually just a monster. So
I mean, he
Actually,
could be
just the
described
Titan.
as a giant monster. Yes.
he'll eat me piece by piece. That's fine.
Okay. Good to know.
It's the swallow whole. It's the vor aspect of it. That's really terrible. That's for you who don't know. I'm sure, Brand. I have a like a serious fear of being eaten alive.
Let's
Let's unpack this.
Yeah, let's unpack this for just a moment. I don't know if I want the entire suitcase like all over my brain space, but like where does it come from?
Before we unpack it, just let me finish with that.
Oh yeah, please, Scott.
Okay, so about the frozen yogurt thing, what I did notice is that if you want toppings, you have to go full tart. You got to go full sweet, or else the toppings just don't work.
Yeah, they don't blend, right?
You're right. So it's no toppings. All right, go unpack.
Okay, I like
So
that.
Why are you afraid of being eaten more than everybody doesn't want to be eaten?
So like, don't. Whenever you're looking up on your phone over there, I don't know what you're doing.
No. Well, I just was gonna say I'm gonna leave. I want to head to Anime Expo because they're having a Danganronpa signing.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna peace out.
Yeah, I'm gone.
So normally I would have said like when I was a kid, like when I was like 9, I would watch like Full Metal Alchemist on Adult Swim. See, like I know, like it's your response. Because we did a Full Metal Alchemist episode of Malicious Underground Podcast X, and like there's a character there that eats people alive. It definitely freaked me out as a kid, but it goes back further than that.
Lost.
No.
Where's Lost?
All right, Justin's done. So it goes back further than that. I just muted his microphone.
Gotta talk loud now.
Are you any of you familiar with the sci-fi show The Lost World? I don't even know if it was sci-fi.
No.
No.
Um,
I'm
so
looking it up now.
It's like an old TV show. It's kind of like they get like launched on this island. These people that's like full of like these weird groups of people, and one of the episode is about this cult of children that sacrifice themselves to this giant man-eating plant, and it just swallows them whole and eats them. Do you know what I'm talking about? No, but the imagery. So I saw this as like a 6-year-old, 5-year-old kid, and it fucked me up. It fucked me straight. You never knew this story. That's right. I never told it. So that's kind of where the fear of getting eaten alive comes from.
It hasn't subsided? You're slightly harder to eat now than you would have been.
No, I
as a
am. Like,
6-year-old.
there's like a realistic aspect where I'm confident that I'm never going to be eaten whole alive. Like,
But-
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I'm just saying, like, it could happen if you were eaten by like a whale.
Yeah, if I'm eaten by a whale or something. So it'll probably like I'm afraid of sharks and stuff like that. I feel like any normal human is.
I'm not really afraid of sharks.
Ooh, you want a side tangent on sharks?
No, I don't want
Why
a side
not?
tangent on sharks
Why not?
because Branch just said he's not he fears no shark.
No, I fear spiders. Spiders are the only. I'm not afraid of scorpions, snakes,
See, like, that's-
sharks.
Stuff like 8-legged freaks and stuff where it's like giant spiders
Why you
eating
should be
people.
afraid of sharks?
Like,
Afraid of sharks.
I gotta tell you all a story now. What I'm really afraid of is women, because that attack of the 80-foot woman scared me half to death.
don't
Actually,
make fun of me.
I have the same fear, but it was from the scene in Dude, Where's My Car, where there's just a giant woman.
Dude, where's my
Yep,
car gets
nope,
so
don't
weird
lie.
at the end.
It's like, what? Wait,
It takes-
did
it-
we just change?
It takes a really hard turn, especially when you don't realize when you're a kid that's a stoner movie.
Yeah, and you're like, that is exactly. I went through the same feeling where I'm like, what? I'm watching it with my mom and she's laughing her fucking ass off because she gets it. I'm sitting
All
there
right,
like,
all right.
this is
all right.
weird.
Time for that shark side tangent.
What? All right, what the fuck's up with sharks, Scott?
Okay, so recently there's been an increase in shark attacks,
Yeah, okay, great. Make
should go to the beach
especially on the
now.
East Coast.
Yes.
of course.
Do you have any idea why?
Why?
Well, tons of theories out there.
People have been
but I'm
peeing in
pretty
the
sure it
ocean.
boils down to something that's much more obvious than most people are saying.
What?
Nobody's fishing for sharks.
Oh yeah, like population control.
Yep. So there's nothing. Sharks don't have any other real natural predator other than other sharks.
Bigger sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so basically, compared to what you were seeing before, there's just a fuck ton of more sharks out there.
So what you're
And
saying is Jaws
right
is going to be
now,
real
they're
life
starting
soon.
to run. They're starting to run lower on other fish that they're finding. other
Yeah,
than
so they're
sharks.
attacking people more often. Yeah.
So yeah, they're hungry now. They're attacking people more often.
That makes sense.
So yeah,
It's like I'm not like afraid to go out to on the beach or whatever because I think I'm gonna be eaten alive by a shark. Like, don't miss the term. It's just like in fiction, when you're watching like giant monsters eat people, it freaks me out probably a little bit more than it would a normal person. Let's say. I don't
no,
think
but
there's
like
anything wrong with
yeah,
that.
it's-
You're saying I'm gonna get killed by a shark, Scott? Is what you, that's
well,
how
no,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
die
go to the
before
beach.
Kingdom Hearts
You'll be
3.
fine. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
I never leave my house. But that's how I'm gonna die before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
Yeah, it's just Sharknado, which goes right through your house.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want to be eaten by a shark. When you eat gummy sharks, do you feel like a sense of pride?
Oh, I
Like,
feel anytime I eat any kind of gummy creature, I'm like, I am decapitated now. It's just like, full on.
Yeah, so it gives you like the inflated sense
I'm
of ego
Justin.
and power.
Yeah.
Unmute Justin.
But what'd you say, Scott?
Unmute Justin.
Justin's unmuted. You can talk.
Hi.
See,
All right, good.
I unmuted him a while ago. Don't worry.
Okay, I don't think I'm not sure if you knew.
Yeah, you knew.
I knew. I saw you.
Yeah, you saw me
reach your
reach,
hand
reach
to your-
around.
I mean, the director change it.
All right, so now, Scott, you didn't play anything. Justin,
Yeah.
now you know why I'm afraid of being eaten alive whole. It's like a whole thing. Like if I'm like eaten in one swallow, like that's
So Tony, let's talk about Attack on Titan and how amazing it is.
so. Tony,
I really didn't like that show.
No, me. It's okay.
It's just okay.
Just okay.
that's fine. A lot of people think Sword Art Online is just okay, but I
Yeah,
love
and
it.
it's-
You know,
Yeah, like
it's
me.
just Okay.
like Scott, but I love it. So you know, whatever.
The
Different
joke is I
strokes
didn't watch it.
for different folks. You watch the redub. You got the gist of
Doesn't
it.
count.
It doesn't, not at all. Tony, what have
It's-
you been playing?
Well, I just found out that, well, not necessarily just found out, but just reaffirmed that I can claim responsible for one thing Alex loves.
Yes, you can. You were the one that pushed
maybe
me over
just
the edge.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, didn't you say I should get XCOM? I feel like you said that. I mean, I got it
Probably.
before you, but you were the one that were like, if you like Fire Emblem, you should get this.
Probably that probably happened. It was a while ago.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
All right, so two things.
yeah, so
So two things.
we share things that we love, Tony. I told you to get Fire Emblem,
Like women.
and women. We share all the women in our lives.
It's really easy for Alex to share them.
Tony's my girlfriend. That's the
What?
Cheating on me.
Since when am I the girlfriend?
yeah. This relationship took a dark turn when I turned into a giant plant and ate you alive.
I thought you were gonna say since that you were both the girlfriend.
God
We're
damn it!
both
No
the
one's been writing down.
Scott is our
titles.
boyfriend.
That'd be a really awkward thing to be, in terms of if you really like that, to be like, as foreplay, like, I want to role play. I want you to be a giant, like, plant or animal or something, and I want to be eaten whole.
Yeah. The
So,
weird thing
By
is,
the way, we're both girlfriends.
the weird thing is, I've created this vor fetish into between, like, to make up for this terrible, crippling phobia. What the fuck, Tony? What video games have you been playing? This is the weirdest 5th anniversary podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. That's why I
When
played
Dark
some
Secrets
Hearthstone.
come out.
I'm bringing us back. I
Okay.
played some Hearthstone Tavern Brawls.
Okay, yeah, that's the most recent expansion, right?
It's not an expansion. It's kind of just a mode that they added. You know
Okay.
when you played Hearthstone on the main menu where there was like 4 buttons, but you can only use 3 of them?
Mm-hmm.
That 4th button is for Tavern Brawls.
Okay.
So now there's a 4th button. The cycle has been completed. Basically what this mode is, which we've never talked about it before, so once a week not once a week, but for a week at a time, they have like a game mode for Hearthstone with special rules. Like, for example, this week, and you pick a class and then you get a deck for that class that's pre-made and has a bunch of web spinners in it, which is a 1/1 spider for 1 that when it dies you get a random beast put into your hand. So both players are just playing shit tons of these spiders and getting beasts when they die.
Okay.
So that's the whole thing. And then like the week before, whenever a minion that you played died, you get a banana in your hand, and there are like a couple different bananas. Like one of them gives +1/+1, one gives -1/-1, etc. And then the first week that they did, it's been 3 weeks now. There were 2 pre-constructed decks that you pick one and then you fight against someone who had picked the other one. So you get a pack for the first win you get for each one. So I basically go in and I play games until I win, and then kind of I'm done with it because.
And you're so done with that hot fucking garbage.
So far, there hasn't been one that has piqued my curiosity enough for me to play it more than just like a couple times. But it's Hearthstone. It's fun. The Tavern Brawls they're cool to play like 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And drunk, I would hope. Since
Yeah.
it is a tavern.
It is
brawl.
a tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope. Do you think like it's a good alternative for people who might be a little burnt out on Hearthstone?
Not really.
Okay.
You're gonna go and you're gonna play 2 games and you're gonna be done.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like, well, there's the same Hearthstone.
Yeah.
So what I think they really need to add is like a tournament mode where you can set up like tournaments with other players, like 8-man brackets and stuff. That would be kind of neat, and like everybody pitches in like 50 gold, and then the top 2 get like shares of that. Which I think that'd be pretty sweet, but like there's just not enough like social interaction in that game for it to remain interesting, I think, for a Blizzard game. So.
Yeah, it is definitely weird the not being able to chat while you're playing and stuff like that.
Just not being able to chat basically in general unless they're already on your friends list.
Yeah.
So I did that. I played some You Must Build a Boat.
Yes, the sequel to what, 10 million?
10 million, yeah.
Spiritual successor, I should say.
The game's pretty fun.
Did you build a boat?
Well, you start with a boat.
Did you build a bigger boat?
Is it
I made a bigger boat.
We need a bigger boat.
Yeah,
We need-
that's the
We do
fucking
need
truth.
A bigger boat.
We
Fun
need to get
fact,
out of the
you
Lost
always-
World.
Fun fact, you always win.
'Cause
Even
you
when you
always have
lose,
a
you
boat?
win. No, like when you fail a level, you still win that level. You just don't win as hard.
Okay, I can get
So-
into that.
Yeah. I don't have too much to talk about that. I haven't played too much of it, but it was a thing that happened. I played some Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Yeah, how's it? We missed a week with you, so where are you at with The Witcher 3?
So I've been really super busy. So I have had like time to play The Witcher for like when I play The Witcher, I play The Witcher for about 25 minutes, and that's all I have time for.
Just a few rounds of Gwen, I'm sure.
Well, some rounds of Gwent, a lot of trying to actually do stuff. I don't know. It's The Witcher. It's all right.
Where are you at in the story?
I am in
Novigrad?
Yes. I just hung out with what's her face? See, like it's been long enough that I don't
Dream
remember the
Lady?
characters' names now. Yeah, exactly her.
Yeah.
I just
I don't
hung out
remember
with
her name either. It's like Sea Line or something like that. It's weird.
Something weird. But yeah, I hung out with her and I just told her all about Siri, and then I laid down and there was a bird and it was tweeting at me. Twitter.com.
Is it
Yeah.
like at Tony
It was-
Horvath?
it was
all one
tweeting.
word.
And then I woke up, and that's basically where I put it to sleep. So basically, yeah, that is my experience with The Witcher right now. Until I have more time, I pick it up, I bring it out of sleep mode, I play for like 20 minutes, and I put it back in sleep mode. So
Yeah, fair enough. I'm glad that you're still trucking away in it, though.
yeah, still playing Audition all the time, every day.
It's like that's all you do is audition.
No, all I do for the past 2 weeks is World of Warcraft. Because the new patch came out, which is the final raid for the expansion, and I had to switch characters because the set bonuses for my priest are absolute AIDS. So,
How does this story end?
uh,
Crazy?
I mean, there are no more raid patches, but there might be more story patch,
Okay,
maybe. It's kind of all up in the air. Blizzard's being kind of weird about it right now.
being very shady, thrifty.
Yeah, yeah.
Other words.
But I mean, Archimon comes out of the Dark Portal, summoned by Gul'dan, and you fight him, and then you kill him. Except he's not really dead because you can't kill.
Is he anything like Agemon?
No.
Agimon?
Agi.
Agimon.
It's Agumon.
So
Agumon.
you can't really kill a member of the Burning Legion like Archimon unless you kill them in the Twisting Nether, and we didn't do that. We killed them on Draenor. So his soul goes back to the Twisting Nether. So like when you kill him in the final cutscene, spoilers. Then he says like we had a pact, Gul'dan, and then he kind of like he gets sent back. If it weren't for you trifling kids,
Yeah.
And that
yeah, and that stupid
mangy
dog,
And that stupid
and
dog.
that stupid druid.
And that stupid druid who transforms into a wolf.
Yeah. It's more a panther, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It might be.
Shamans turn into wolves.
Yeah. Just
Anyway.
go suck on some frogs. Or
That's
whatever.
one of my favorite love songs.
kiss a frog,
Yeah.
Yeah,
lick the
kiss-
toad.
Yeah. Lick the toad.
It's just
Squeeze
it's
frog.
just a whole lot of raiding. I raided 5 nights last week.
Oh, nice. Yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Yeah, yeah. So
Good.
So that's kind of dominating my free time right now, and then I'm working and sleeping. So
Yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow though.
yeah,
We're gonna have fun.
yeah,
You're not gonna sleep.
nope.
Never again.
We're all gonna die together.
Like
Well,
brothers.
Like brothers.
Those are all my games.
Blood Brothers.
Okay.
It's
cool.
mostly just a whole lot of World of Warcraft. So
Yeah. I mean, when the new stuff comes out, I always expect you to be super on that. For me, my video games, I played Batman Arkham Knight. Are you familiar with this, Justin?
Oh, I played that.
Yeah, you did. I know you forgot.
I did.
You haven't played that much of it though.
No.
You're a
at the-
quarter of the way through the story, apparently.
Yeah, it just got to the point where a character gets kidnapped by the Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Not gonna say who.
Sounds like
The
this
spoilers.
Arkham Knight kid. He sounds like a dick.
Yeah, I think he's a dick.
A big
Do you
jerk.
know who's a bigger dick?
Dick
Riddler.
Grayson.
Yes, he has a big dick.
Dick Grayson. Richard Grayson. Ricky Bobby Grayson.
Of the Flying Graysons.
Flying Graysons. Yeah, so I got my 100% playthrough in Arkham Knight. I finished it. I got all the Riddler stuff, which was not that bad, actually. I know a lot of people have been kind of vocal saying like this was more fun. I thought the Arkham City stuff was fun as well. This is definitely easier. It's on the easier side as far as if you want to get all the Riddler challenges. Now, when you beat Arkham Knight, there are like 3 tiers to the ending. You beat the story, right, and then you get like an ending, whatever. It's like the end of the story, right? And then Batman's like, we have to activate the Nightfall Protocol or whatever, and you have to capture 8 of the 12 villains to activate that. So you activate it, and it's like shows the ending, I guess, and then it pops you back out in the open world. It's like catch all the villains in order to get the true Nightfall Protocol. So to get the true ending, you actually have to do all the Riddler challenges, do everything 100%. So did that, got the 100% ending, which is really, I think it's worth it from the kind of initial Nightfall Protocol to the true one. I think it's worth getting all the Riddler stuff, and plus like some things change at the end of that game, so you'll get like different. You'll hear new things and new dialogue, and characters will react to you differently. So it's cool to kind of see some of that stuff. Then it ended, and I did the spoiler cast with Greg Miller, which is up on YouTube. If you're watching the video version of this, you can, I'm sure, click off somewhere, go to our page, go to our videos page. I'm gonna try and like post it up in our spoiler cast playlist. That's Greg and I sat down for an hour to do that, and that was fun. As I mentioned earlier, if you've beaten Arkham Knight, it's totally worth watching. So playing that, especially in Arkham Knight, there are a lot of references back to Arkham Origins, which I kind of I wrote off in a lot of ways because that's not developed by Rocksteady. For those who don't know, it's developed by WB Montreal. So while I was playing it, there was this stigma with me. I was like, this isn't like canon. And I don't know like what kind of came over me, but
you got a case of the vapors.
The vapors?
Yes.
The hipster mentality?
Yes, sir.
I like that. So my roommate, he vapes, and he saw something online that referred to the vape as the mouth fedora. Which I think is the most accurate.
That is the greatest subtle way to say fellatio I've ever heard. I would like a mouth fedora.
Yeah. It's like that's the most honest interpretation of a vape I've ever heard.
Yes.
So I going back through Arkham Origins, I'm like, Rocksteady acknowledges this. This is part of their universe too, just developed by different people. And I felt better about it this past time through. I finished that. Actually, I'd never gotten all the Enigma challenges in that, as you shake your head, Justin, because it's silly.
Yep.
But if you get all the Enigma stuff and then you go to Enigma's hideaway, you can, in like this secret off wall, he has a Riddler trophy. And it's like you get a trophy for it, a PlayStation trophy, and it says the first Riddler trophy. So, which I think is cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool, yeah.
So I did that. I got all the Enigma challenges. So I 100%ed Arkham Origins for the first time, and I actually got the DLC Cold Cold Heart, which I had never played, which was the introduction of Mr. Freeze, which I actually haven't finished yet. It was a bit longer than I thought it would be. I like it so far.
Did you get cold feet?
I didn't. No, I just was tired and went to bed last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2:30 in the morning.
But you're the Knight. You are Batman. You should have been able to get.
Well, Ethan, my roommate, wanted me to get up early so we could start playing Life is Strange Episode 3. He hasn't finished that yet.
Oh god, I haven't got to 2 yet.
Okay,
I'm behind on.
We're gonna play that tonight, so you're gonna have to close your eyes and shut yourself off from the world.
So Heaven's Ward.
Heaven's Ward, yes.
Okay.
Sword. Sward.
Sword Ward.
Swarly.
Swirly?
That Arkham Origins DLC is really good. It's cool. It's different. It actually feels a little bit different than the game proper. Because you have like this different suit. They call it the XE suit. Extreme Environment suit. Which has like, it's got heat gauntlets so you can melt like the ice that Freeze's thugs put out. It introduces a new character, like a new enemy type in the combat. It's pretty neat.
Snowmen?
Snowmen, yes.
Awesome. Now I want to play.
Towerfall, we played Towerfall.
Yep.
Talked about that already. That's
Okay.
good. That game's great. I'm excited. We're gonna play the new Fibbage type game, Quiplash.
Yeah, Quiplash. I've actually played it this week. I
you did?
forgot to mention. It doesn't really count though because I was one of 1,000 people in an audience. But you
Okay.
know,
Yeah, we're gonna play that tomorrow. I'm excited about
close
that.
enough.
Yeah, I haven't actually. I saw the trailer that they put out for that, so that's gonna be fun. We'll play Drawful and Fibbage and Jackbox stuff as well, I'm sure. But I played more Evolve. Now, last week Jarrett was on, and Jarrett has been trying to get me to play more Evolve for a couple weeks now. Because who else would he play with? He's like, you're the only you were the guy that I played with all the time, so I need to get you back into it. So Saturday after we recorded last week, I went and played a couple hours with Jarrett, and as soon as I started playing again, I remembered immediately why I liked that game so much. Because it was weird, like it's been a while since I've touched it, and like at that point I was like, I don't fondly remember it for some reason. I like gotten away from what I really liked about that game, but as soon as I jump back in, I'm like, oh, this is super fun. Like this is awesome, and it's good because I was hoping I would get that feeling because that doesn't really happen that often when you go back to stuff. I feel, but like I played for an hour and then I'm like, I'm gonna get the season pass. There are 2 season passes. The first one gets you the first wave of new characters. The second one gets you the second wave of new characters and the new monster. So I just got the first season pass and started messing around with the new characters. I haven't played all of them yet, but yeah, it's really cool. They change stuff. There's the new monster, the behemoth that we talked about last week. That's like way different to fight because it's so aggressive. It's not like the Wraith or the Kraken. It's like very, very powerful and very aggressive and in your face. So it was cool like learning to fight that and playing with the new hunters and stuff. Like the new trapper is fucking awesome. And he has like a sniper rifle that if you charge it up, it'll shoot through the monster's armor and stuff like that. So there are a lot of new mechanics that they've been adding to that game that are really exciting. And I'm glad I went back and played it. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully play more of that since I got the season pass, and we'll talk about it more in the future. But that's about it. That's all I've been playing. Quick, easy, to the point.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
Fucking Brant doesn't have anything to interrupt me with. I see that it's just heavily rolled eyes. Yeah, play more video games, Brant.
Come on, Brant.
Do you even play games?
Yo, do you game, bro? Do you
video games?
Do you game, bruh?
Do you have, or are you too busy sucking up the mouth fedoras?
Do you even vape? Do you? That's it for video games.
Thank God.
Thank Jesus.
All right, so let's talk about anime. This Malicious Underground
God,
X.
no.
No, I want to talk more about
All right,
Alex's
time for the
childhood
break.
fears.
Yeah, my other fear? Heights.
Yeah, fuck that.
Have I ever told you that, Brant?
Is that because of anything, or you just have a natural fear of heights?
No, I've as far back as I can remember. Like I remember the first time I was up really high was when you can go up like about halfway up the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas. And I was up on it with my mom, and like I'd never really been up high before. Like outside in an outside environment, it's just wind blowing, and I'm looking down, and I'm like getting sick to my stomach. I'm terrified, and my mom's like, "You don't have a fear of heights. You're just being a baby," and like she feels so bad about that. I bring that up all the time. I'm like, I'm terrified of heights. So like I like that. Those are the situations where like I lock up and curl up into a ball, and I just can't move. Like you can't do anything with me. So like that's the first time I remember like knowing that I was afraid of heights. But yeah, as far as I know, I've always been afraid.
Could be worse. You could not know which one it is. Still don't know myself if I have a fear of heights or a fear of falling or both.
I mean, like they're definitely associated. Like I have acrophobia, which is the fear of being up high. Like I get nauseous
No,
when I
I
think
sometimes
about it.
do that.
But I'm also afraid of falling. They're connected, like they're, you know. So there you go. There's my other horrifyingly deep and something fear. Let's take a break.
Fair.
When we come back, we're going to do a little bit of news. Not too much news this week, and we've got a voicemail from our good friend Silver PR, and then that'll be the show. So we'll be back in just a little bit, guys.
Pew, 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 pew. Since now
Thank you. Jesus, somebody's doing work at this show. Just kidding. Does anybody need to take a potty break, take a whiz to get a drink, or?
No, I have to go to the 90s electronics retailer, The Wiz, though.
All right.
I need some composite cables for my
don't need-
Betamax.
Don't need your goddamn sass.
Fuck, does Ultra Despair Girls come out?
What?
I need to know.
Brant, so have you downloaded have you updated your phone?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about that sweet Apple Music?
Yeah, how you feel about this app? Because I don't know.
It's like black tar heroin in my veins.
I mean, like, God damn it, stop. I don't. Navigating the app is.
The first thing you got to do is if you see how you have the shadow of yourself in the upper left-hand corner of the app, there's like a silhouette.
Yeah.
Okay, tap on that.
Okay.
Then tap on Manage Subscription.
Okay.
Now, if you scroll down, you can turn off auto renewal. So in October, you won't get a nasty surprise. So you can just
because I already turned on my subscription, so
that's totally fine. No.
Apple ID. Is that what I want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And you can hit Manage Subscription.
Okay. Account settings.
Yeah, I think it's
Manage.
8, so I haven't updated my phone.
Okay.
So you should do that just so you So
Yes.
you
No,
can
that's
use
good.
it, no harm, no foul, and
looks.
I'm looking out for you.
Yeah, I like the switch between artist, album, and stuff like before, where it's just on the bottom. That was
Right.
A lot easier to
I think that
navigate.
I think the reason why they're rolling it out right now for 3 months is that when iOS 9 comes out, they'll hear all the feedback and they'll just kind of like
they'll fix
make
it.
a whole bunch of changes. But I love I like the Apple curated playlists are all right. I like the fact that it's a streaming service. If I add music to my Apple Music library, it sits alongside the music that I actually own already locally in the same application, as opposed to having to stream things to it through a second app. And the other thing, the killer feature for me that I was unaware was part of it, and I was like, oh man, when they do Apple Music 2.0, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Is you can say, hey Siri, and you can access any song from the Apple Music library database, whether you have it locally added to your music or otherwise. So if you're just drunk off of your butt tomorrow, and
I will be.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and you say, hey Siri, play Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen, then Glory Days will happen without you having to navigate anything.
Okay, I can get into that.
Or if you're just like, I would like for you, hey Siri, I would like for you to play the entire album The Chronic by Dr. Dre, then you may in fact stream The Chronic, available for the first time digitally on Apple Music.
Yeah, what about that, what's it, fucking, I forgot the band. That album that you were pissed that I've never heard.
Oh, Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd?
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd was what I was trying to think of. Could I hey Siri that shit?
Yeah, you could say, hey Siri, play Dark Side of the Moon, and they'd be like, how many times
Oh,
have you
yeah,
heard
well,
it
you see-
before?
The reason
I
I
would say
told-
none, and she would hit me.
The reason I said it was AIDS wasn't. No, I don't think it's because of that. Because the iTunes app itself, like that little thing, for my brother, it completely fucked up all of his sorting.
Yeah.
So none of the sorting does what it's supposed to do. So we can't find anything without searching, and it's trying to get him to buy everything.
That's weird.
Stuff that he's searching for that it already has on his phone. It's trying to get him to buy it.
Yeah. Like, my only thing is, I haven't fiddled around too much with the Apple Music with the streaming stuff. I'm just not a big fan of the navigation of the app right now.
I can understand that. I can get down with that.
They'll crunch out.
Yeah, exactly. That
All right.
much is fine.
We're gonna start up, Justin.
All right. I just want you to know
America.
I got 29 minutes. So I just want you to let you know
Okay.
that I got that hard out, but I'm very much enjoying this episode. So let's go. Let's get back in.
Okay.
News in gaming.
Let's talk about some news, guys. Was that I put on a good laser light show with my hands
It was amazing.
In
You
the-
guys missed it.
in the video. If you go out and watch it. Only a couple of news stories this week. Justin, you have one.
I got 2.
You have two. Pick the more important one.
Okay, screw Zero Escape.
Okay. What's your news, Justin? You got something to bring to the table.
So there's an awesome game that came out in Japan.
Yes.
It's coming out in 2016.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
No, we already knew that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not news.
That's this year.
That is news.
But it is news.
It's always news.
I'm always ready to dance
can
on that.
dance.
Guys, did you know they're gonna make a 5th Persona game?
Yeah, I heard.
What?
Crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna
Crazy.
call it Persona 5.
What a risk.
I'm
There
out.
are no trailers out yet, but pretty soon.
Pretty soon, someday. They keep saying it's coming out this year, but it's
Yeah,
totally.
no
It's
one's
gonna come
ever
out on
seen it,
December
so-
31st at 11:59.
I don't even. If it did, I wouldn't talk to anyone all of January. So
Yeah.
I quit the podcast for a month.
Oh, we're back. We're
Come
gonna do a
back and
spoiler-
Tony's the host. It's all in
Hey.
shambles. There's a new news and gaming thing that's just Tony going, "News!"
Yeah, you still see Alex's room, but it's just Brant there wearing Alex's skin.
I've eaten him whole.
yeah, all at once, alive for sure. God damn, this has been a very psychological.
Nah, I'm just not
episode.
there anymore as well.
Yeah. Scott just left. He moved to Guam.
Why Guam?
I don't know. It's the first thing that popped in my head. What's your news, Justin?
Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth
What the
is coming
What the
to
fuck?
PS
You don't
Vita
know-
and PS4 in 2016.
This is Justin earlier. Saying, I've got news to bring to the table, guys.
It's breaking news, man.
Breaking news.
That looks amazing. You should actually.
Oh, is this the Namco Bandai one?
Yeah.
Bandai Namco, excuse me. I saw this earlier.
Oh, it looks so good.
Looks like it's based on the new series, right?
It's based on whatever they're doing
Whatever the
now. I
fuck.
think. I don't even know.
Do you remember the Digimon games? It was for PlayStation 1, I think.
Digimon World.
Yeah, where you started with a Digimon.
You made your Digimon poop everywhere.
Yeah, he poops everywhere. And the first one was like this top-down kind of open world. It
Yeah.
was really good, and then they ruined
open
it with
world
the
shitter.
sequels. It was an open world shitter. It is very poopical. It was like topical, but with poop.
Digimon World 2, the poop quill.
The poop quill. It's like NyQuil, but
With poops.
but it'll make you sleep. All right, let me tell you. Okay, well that was completely irrelevant news. Thank you.
That was amazing news. Everybody should buy it next year.
So Nintendo has been kind of getting out ahead of this Metroid Prime Federation Force thing. Now, if you recall, I was a little upset when they announced the Metroid Prime Federation Force. How did you feel about it, Brant? I don't know if you have any affinity for Metroid or Metroid Prime at all.
I like Metroid, the 2D ones, including those on the Game Boy Advance, and I'm not a big Prime fan.
Okay.
But I want some more Metroid, but I want some more 2D, or not even, like 2.5D
Yeah.
side-scrolling styles.
Yeah, that's what I think most Metroid fans out there want.
Like Shadow Complex.
Yes, like totally, because they haven't really done something like that. Other M was way more kind of like a third-person action game than it was a 2D Metroid game, which was its biggest flaw, I think. That and Samus. Samus was its biggest flaw in how they tried to characterize her, but the gameplay definitely did not hit all the right notes. It was still good. It was solid, but for me at least. But it was not. It was not a Metroid game.
No,
in
it
its
was
heart.
not.
But they announced Metroid Prime Federation Force, which is it's a online cooperative shooter for the 3DS, and Reggie Fils-Aimé kind of got out there this past week and was talking about how the response to it was largely negative. And he had some things to say. He said, quote, "We're taking our great IP and transforming them and making them new again. Making them fresh and appealing for the fan who feels they know the franchise." I mean, I'd hope. He goes on to say, but we're giving them new things to enjoy. So his big response was that, we understand that Federation Force might not be the Samus game that all of you want, but we don't. It's going to be a good game. We're focusing on quality and all these buzzwords he was throwing out there. Synergy, as you like to say, Brant. It came off as sincere, and he's like, we understand that the reaction was really negative. There's no sugarcoating it, which he said himself. But it just says it came off as not necessarily the thing people wanted to hear. I'll say. How do you guys feel about this? How do you feel about like publishers responding when there's like a lot of negative reaction to something? For example, like EA gets a lot of shit. Most of it's like exaggerated. In fact, I would say a vast majority of it's
Yeah, like mine.
Like Scott's, but Scott, you're mostly just kidding.
Mostly.
Mostly. This is just
Very much so, mostly.
kernel of truth somewhere in there. But, EA never takes the time to really acknowledge it, except for stuff like Battlefield 4, which was a fiasco. And, like, that's something they needed to respond to it. Nintendo announces a game, it's like, whatever. People don't like it. People do like it. What do you think, Justin?
Well, I'm actually not surprised that they came out and said something, even when it's negative, because Nintendo is like the one company that, they're saying something really good about this. Let's drive it home. Let's put it in our direct conferences and reference everything. So the fact that people are coming out negative and they respond to it, pretty much being like trying to make it positive, people are still not going to buy this.
Yeah.
If they're saying what they're saying about it,
People don't buy Metroid, period. That's like the biggest.
that's the other thing too. So, even if they Reggie came out and said those things, that people still don't care. People aren't going to get it now. They weren't going to get it before when they announced it. It's just the Nintendo mentality. They're always going to, no matter what it is, good or bad, they're going to come out and say something about it. Especially nowadays, since they're like I swear everybody's on Twitter at Nintendo headquarters 24/7, looking at Twitter, making sure, okay, everybody's saying it's good. All right, good. Let's keep it up.
Yeah. Brent, what do you think? I'm curious.
I think it's important to respond, even if people don't like your response, just so that that there isn't just all this crazy scuttlebutt, and then somebody's uncle who works at Nintendo said this one thing, and then there's all this information that to be false kind of floating around there. Now, if you say the thing that if you quash some dreams by doing that, you're going to get a tremendous amount of bad press. But I still think that kind of the honesty almost offsets it in a way, just so if, either you can confirm it or deny it, but I don't like the non-response is, I think, to me, sometimes more frustrating.
Yes, for sure. Scott, Tony, do you guys have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I'm on board with Brent for this one.
Okay.
It is much better now that they went ahead and they said something about it, because they've gone and they've acknowledged that it's not the Metroid game that you're looking for,
Yeah.
and that they knew that going forward.
But if you think about that, though, too, us as the viewers and people who like games and stuff, we already know that. We saw the videos. We know it's not going to be what we want, so we were vocal about it. Them acknowledging it does not change a single thing.
Yeah,
It just says that, they know it's a different game. They're making the game. Of course they know it's a different
This
thing.
is not the Metroid you are looking for.
yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of being a Jedi and just waving their hands,
It's like we know it's
and they're hoping that people are literally, we forgot. All right, let's get a new Metroid game, guys.
it makes the initial announcement feel a little like disingenuous, of like we kind of know this isn't what you want, but we're gonna
sell it anyways and hope you buy it.
We're gonna
that is literally what they were pretty much saying.
we're gonna sell it and we're gonna put the Metroid name on it, when we ourselves have kind of admitted this isn't a Metroid game at its heart. Like it comes off as gross, I think, like more so than Nintendo normally does. But I agree that it's good that they're kind of getting out there and saying like, hey, we understand. And they're dropping buzzwords like we're trying to change the paradigms and stuff like that of the series and the franchise. But in the process, they're alienating fans with this kind of treatment, like this clear cash grab of, well, we made this game. And it's not a Metroid game, but it will sell better if we label it a Metroid game. So,
Like Star Fox Adventures.
yeah, exactly. Except I like that game.
I'm still waiting for Star Fox Adventures
Temperatures.
too.
Star Fox add temperatures. Did
That works. Sure, let's go with that.
Did I do it?
Stairfax Temperatures.
Stairfax. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. Like, I'm probably not going to buy this Metroid game because I don't want to support it, but at least they're aware, and it comes off as like they might be making the Metroid game that you do want, which is good. That's kind of the silver lining through all this, but we just don't know. If they are, it
Right,
sounds
that's
like...
what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully they do it. I mean, after all those Earthbound hints, we actually got the first one beginning, so
At this point, if they're putting out Mother 1, they're going to put out Mother 3.
it's Nintendo. It'll give it another 10 years.
Give it 10 years, yeah, but it'll happen at some point. Hopefully we just won't be dead. like I will be before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. Brent, we have this running joke that I'm going to die before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, as cosmic irony is so desired to do.
That's
The chronic
terrible.
fatigue will just
No,
kill
you see,
him.
you're more likely to die
terminal
on
after
your
all.
way to get it right after it comes out.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna get it. He's gonna be like, "Yes, I got Kingdom Hearts 3," and then just,
Like
just
someone
fall
will
over.
rate me in a Death Note.
Yeah, there we go.
A show I didn't think was like amazing, and apparently I'm stupid.
You are
Yeah.
pretty stupid.
Because I'm Greg right now. You're
Aw.
wrong.
Thanks, Brent. I hope you said I don't think you're stupid.
Yeah, you can play it back and figure out what I
Okay,
said.
we'll go through.
We'll go back
Go
to
to the
tape.
replay.
The only other news I had in here was Tony added what joke did you put in here? Gummy
I said
ships and
that-
Kingdom Hearts 1 still suck.
Yeah, I thought we could discuss how terrible they are.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Literally the worst. And the worst part of Kingdom Hearts 1 is the gummy ship.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. That's it.
Yeah. Brant, that was the thing that broke you when you went back all those years ago. Kingdom Hearts 1. The gummy ships.
The fucking gummy ships.
The fucking gummy ships.
I literally thought they were made out of gummies, but no, you're lying to me.
I mean, they call them
They
gummies.
made it of stupid fucking blocks.
Yeah. Last story, the only other story we had was Nolan North at a con, some kind of convention. MetroCon, that's what it was. At a panel. He was like, just to the audience, like, well, I know they're making The Last of Us 2. Naughty Dog, in regards to the developer Naughty Dog. A lot of people kind of took this as like an announcement, or like, it was like as like a shock and surprise. Like, The Last of Us sold like over 10 million units. And that's like a PlayStation exclusive. And of course, that's across PS3 and PS4. But regardless, like, that game made Naughty Dog a lot of money. And Sony a lot of money. It
Indeed.
was the most successful new IP out of Sony, like, ever, I think. So, there's no surprise that the game that comes out after Uncharted 4 is going to be The Last of Us 2. In regards to what it is it a continuation of the Joel Ellie story? I hope not, but we'll see. Probably will be. Or not, but, like, regardless of that. Anyway, Nolan North at this panel, for people who don't know, Nolan North, voice actor. He played a kind of side character in The Last of Us, which was kind of a secret. It wasn't strictly known. It was very difficult to tell that it was him. He said, quote, "For now, I know they're doing Last of Us 2, but my character in Last of Us kind of met an untimely demise." So that was pretty much all he said on the topic. Troy Baker, when asked, said, "Okay, so and by the way, I know nothing. I don't know if we're going to do another one or not. If we do, then I trust Neil Druckmann, the creative director, and Bruce Straley, the game director, and everyone at Naughty Dog to tell a story that needs to be told." So those are the only kind of things said on it. But that's the most official word that's been said about The Last of Us 2 since it's been rumored basically after The Last of Us did so well. Which is cool. Brandon, you like The Last of Us.
I really like The Last of Us.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's phenomenal. And I know it's got a very mixed reception at this panel on this podcast, but I'm excited. Whatever. Like, this was definitely going to happen. It's silly to think that it wouldn't, but yeah, that game will hopefully be really dope.
Hopefully.
I can see the excitement in your eyes, Justin. Just goddamn losing your mind over there.
It's all the alcohol that I didn't drink.
You did. You drank that whole rum and coke.
It did nothing.
I'm sorry. We'll just pound shots for 45 minutes after this.
All right.
45 minutes.
Wait,
45 minutes.
After the show?
You know the song, shots, 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 shots. Everybody.
Every time they say shots, we take a shot?
Every time they say shot, we take a shot, but we have to loop the song for 45 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
And
Hope
this
you have
is
enough alcohol.
Don't do that.
The last that they ever.
All right, I'll be
Alex.
calling an ambulance directly after.
That's like
Yeah.
12 shots per 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You would vomit so hard.
So what we're...
Tony's done it. Haven't you, Tony?
I've never gotten sick from drinking.
Yeah, but you've pounded shots that quickly.
Oh yeah, not 12 in 5 seconds, but pretty close.
I believe in you, Tony.
Tony's a G. All right, that's it for news. Brant, do you wanna head out now?
I have to. Yeah, I have to skedaddle. Thank you so much for having me on the program. I have
Absolutely.
I've contributed nothing.
You've contributed so much to this episode, Brant. I mean, you forced Nobishin off because, you know.
Yeah, you kicked him off the island, made him the weakest link.
Yeah.
Now you're the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yes.
But,
It's
but
just like-
thank you so much for coming on, Brant. If people would like to see more of your stuff, where can they find it on the internet?
Go to readretro.com. I write for them sometimes, and on Twitter at BRanj. There's at BRANJ. So, and Waffles versus Pancakes will be
We're
starting
bringing it
up.
back. It's coming back soon.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be a guest.
Aunt Jemima's finest.
Sure, we can get you a guest on, Tony.
All right.
It'll be an incredible.
And that's
time.
right, Aunt Jemima doesn't do pancakes.
Aunt
Come on.
Jemima wasn't real, but
Just
she's real
make
in all
sure-
of our hearts.
Make sure
Aunt
that you
Jemima
never
and
get
Uncle Ben?
Scott and I on the same episode of Waffles versus Pancakes because there'll be shit all over your pancakes.
Yeah, it'll instantly become Scott and Tony's hit podcast. Tony and Scott shit on everything.
Right.
Well, on that wonderfully positive note, thank you, gents. Congratulations on 5 years.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean,
your engagement to one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our engagement.
Alex and I are getting married.
Yeah.
Very strange.
It's going to be very Desu Kawaii.
Yeah.
Homosexual
Gonna yowie it up.
polyamory.
Yeah, polyamory. Technically, it's Yuri in this case because we're both girlfriends. Anyway, thank you so
True.
much, Brant. We will get you
On
back
that
on
note.
very soon.
Good night.
We'll talk. Good night.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
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 Can you put in a soundbite of like the music?
The
that
weakest
plays
link
on
sound,
The weakest
like-
link,
yeah.
right after she says that? That'd be
Okay.
amazing.
I can
right
probably-
as it
I can probably
drops.
handle that.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I'm sure there's like a wave file somewhere on the internet of the weakest link.
Oh, there has to be now.
I mean,
come
it's
on.
it's on YouTube, so if anything, you can just kind of record that shit.
Yeah. You record that shit. Let's take a peek into the mail sack, guys.
Do we have a big sack?
We have 2 voicemails now. I thought we only had 1, but Harold sent us a voicemail. So let's listen to that.
Hey, iPeeps and guest iPeeps. This is H-Bomb, aka Harold here. And I hope you're all having a good July 4th weekend.
We will.
But,
Goddamn right.
of course, you guys might know, 2 years ago today, we lost Ryan Davis. And I actually wrote up a nice little piece about Ryan Davis on
I referenced this earlier, Harold.
hbombandfriends.com.
I got you covered.
But my
He just calls in to
question
plug his shit.
what
Love
is
you,
your
Harold.
favorite Ryan Davis related memory, whether it's an encounter or just something he did on Giant
Yeah.
Bomb?
A Ryan Davis
Okay,
encounter.
that's it. Thank you. Enjoy your holiday. H out.
Thank you, Harold.
Thanks, Harold.
That's a good
I-
question.
I covered this earlier. So
Yes.
I think I like just watching Ryan Davis just put
Weren't you
himself
t-
on you.
Tony, weren't
That's
you
great.
there at the Cards Against Humanity panel? Like, that was
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
That panel was incredible.
Yeah, we sat in a line and played Cards Against Humanity while waiting for that panel.
That's right, because we played that weird,
we
like,
played the weird thing with the tablets
yeah, with the whiteboard.
or
yeah.
the whiteboard tablet things.
Yeah, yeah, that was awesome. We went so at PAX East 2012, waiting in line for the Cards Against Humanity panel, which was emceed by Jeff Gerstmann and Ryan Davis. We were just in a group of people, and they're like, "Hey, you want to play like this weird, like, kind of like what Pictionary version of Cards Against Humanity, where you take a white card and you have to draw it, and then you pass it around and like you add to it and stuff." So we just did that for like an hour. It was awesome.
It's pretty sweet.
That was a crazy fucking panel.
Yeah.
I still remember there's one card, like they had like this design doc of different card ideas, like white card ideas and
A
black
dick
card
so
ideas.
big and so black,
Black.
that it's a medical condition.
That's actually a medical condition. That's still the fucking funniest thing.
Yeah.
It's not a real card yet, and I'm so pissed about it.
we have white cards. It could be a real card.
Yeah, we should. We should write
just
it down.
take all the stuff that they did in the Game Grumps
Yeah.
things for their cards and just make them.
Yeah, because it'll be jokes that you and I get, no one else
It'd be
does.
funny as shit.
Just like, God damn it, Ross as a white card, and like we're the only ones laughing. Everyone's like, what the fuck is
I'll
going
be
on?
laughing too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just
On
laugh
that
because
one.
you guys are laughing.
Specifically that one, I'll be laughing.
Yeah, okay. Scott gets it. Scott, you never listened to Giant Bomb or met Ryan Davis, unfortunately.
This is true. Unfortunately, I have zero memories.
So, there are
good
a lot of great podcasts to go back through. Sometimes I'll go back and listen to just an old school bombcast to hear a good old fashioned "Hey everybody, it's Tuesday." What about you, Justin?
I mean, I listened to the podcast. I heard him, and then once I heard the sad news, I was just like, I wish I got the chance to meet him. It was like that. That's my memory, I guess. Is I always wanted like to meet him, like that crew, and I actually still remember that the day that was posted. I actually was like, when I thought of Giant Bomb,
Ryan
the
Davis.
first thing I think of was Ryan Davis. Yeah. And it was true. Like, that was the first person I thought of. Like, every time I'd hear somebody talk about Giant Bomb, the first thing I think of is Ryan Davis. Hear the podcast. Ryan Davis is the guy.
Yep.
And I just wish I was able to meet him. Sucks that I wasn't able to.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite moment?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, definitely. Like for people who don't know, the way I open this podcast is directly inspired by Ryan Davis. Obviously it's Friday, and I did a little bit differently for today. Like I did the "Hey everybody, it's Friday" this week, just in celebration of, or in remembrance, I should say, celebration of always spreading good vibes and summer jams, of course. But yeah, like it's Friday, like doing the date, and like saying, and I'm your host. God damn it, my phone fell. Like doing stuff like that. That it was directly inspired by Ryan Davis. I made it a little bit different, I do it my own way, but regardless, for me, yeah, like that time, Jeff and Ryan fondled me after the Cards Against Humanity panel was fantastic.
But now imagine the next time it's going to be Dan and Dan's
Reichert.
father.
Dan and Paul Reichert.
Yep, they're all over you
Fondling me, that
with
goddamn-
nacho cheese
with nacho cheese and fucking BK chicken fries. It's just,
and wine that
They're
they
just
can't
gonna-
seem to get open.
yeah,
They're just going to pour nacho cheese over you and just lick it off you.
yeah, or dip Oreos off me.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of different memory. Also, Ryan Davis was the first person in the games industry that I like listened to and everything that I ever met. I saw him because like right when we kind of divided and conquered on PAX East floor, we just all split up. Like, let's go like look at across the convention center. I just saw him and Drew Scanlon and Patrick Klepek hanging out, and I just walked up and I'm like, let me just say hi. And like he was just so friendly and so nice, and I've never felt more comfortable around a complete stranger than I did around Ryan Davis. So much so that like across the year and a half that I went to the PAXs, he remembered my name like every single time. Like he knew who I was, and he mentioned me on the Giant Bombcast. Like when I saw him at PAX East 2013, and he's like, "Hey, Alex," and he just instantly remembered me. And like when we were like he was taking photos with people, he called me over by name. Like when I was like talking to like somebody else, and he remembered who I was. Like that was like magical. As far as like Giant Bomb content, the Game of the Year 2012 when he when he was wearing a sombrero, and at some point he lifts up the sombrero and there's just a smaller sombrero underneath of it. It's the fucking funniest thing to me every goddamn time.
Okay,
I'll
make
it's coming.
Yeah.
I'll make that in my memory because I do remember that. That was actually pretty funny.
Because we saw a picture of that earlier.
Yeah, but I actually do remember watching it because that's when I.
Go watch that 2012 Game of the Year stuff because it's incredible. That's it. Tony, you have any other ones?
We cover a lot of ground. So
All right. Thank you for the voicemail, Harold. Ryan Davis's passing obviously was a big blow, especially to me, as like he's someone who was a chief inspiration for podcasting and everything for me. But he's a great guy, and we will remember him fondly always. So, we have another voicemail from Silver PR. Knowing Silver PR as we do, this will probably be a long one. So,
how's it going, guys? Silver PR here. I hope everybody's doing all good and well. Me? Fantastic. I mean, being alone in the house. Mommy's in New York with the kid. Although I miss my son. But it will be just
naked
2 more
Not
weeks
the mom,
until, all these gaming whatever I want and sleeping all the fuck I want ends. But I still miss my son.
Still
but I
not
digress about that.
love you, Silver.
Let's talk about games.
Yeah!
Planet Side 2, hit or miss for me.
Oh, shit, that's
it's
out.
a free-to-play
It is.
game, so
Forgot
the
about
jury's still out. Feels like a pay-to-win, in my opinion, but I don't know if Greg or have played that game, since he's also a shooter fan.
Greg's not here.
But hey,
He's as good as dead to me.
also
Pretty much
play
actual
cards,
dead.
but a little bit because this other
Love you,
game
Greg.
distracted me for the past week and a half, and I'm talking about Batman Arkham Knight. Now, I'm not gonna go spoilery, so don't worry about listening to this.
We already covered that. Don't worry.
Alex, congratulations on your spoiler cast with Grant Miller. It was fantastic. I do love that podcast.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
When it comes to the Batmobile, I didn't have the same detriments or botheringness like everybody else.
Those are both words.
I liked it from beginning to end. I like how it maneuvers. I like how you know, running around being a badass. Yes, the one thing that I can agree is that it was overused.
Yes, there's too much
And
of it.
maybe in one of the most wanted missions, end games, maybe it was not necessary to use it against somebody.
Yeah,
And I'm talking about the side quest with the militia, if you know what I mean.
you won't understand, but it's
Because
fucking
it was
that's terrible.
Better conclusion on that with hand-to-hand combat, but
There's a plane flying.
man, the
over.
Rose Gallery in this game was amazing. Maybe some of those characters that maybe didn't make the cut, it was gonna be on those DLC benefactos that are gonna be for the next 6 months. I don't know. But when it comes to the big reveal, and I'm not talking about the Arkham Knight reveal, that was pretty much telegraphed for me. Like many people have said,
Justin sitting over here like
the reveal for
perplexed.
me was the thing
I don't know
after
who it is, man.
pretty much at the end of the Ace Chemical mission. And like I said, I'm going to be a little bit ambiguous, so just in case people got to that point, and if you're not playing it or got to that point, what the fuck are you doing with your life? This is the game that everybody's talking about.
Playing Heaven's
And this is
Ward.
not like wait 10 years to tell you that Aerith was killed.
Wait, what?
Spoilers. Anyway,
Dude, the new game's coming out,
but
man.
regardless,
Spoilers.
great story,
Kids
great
these
reveal
days.
for me.
I thought it was
one
awesome.
of the most wanted missions. When you grapple to one of the roofs and you get attacked, and I went, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
And it was great.
yeah.
That
Bad.
Man, bad. Yeah.
it make me remember some of the Bruce Timm animated series. Yeah, Alex maybe knows what I'm talking about.
Grew up with that
yeah,
shit, man.
it's a
I
great
grew up
game.
with that.
Me too,
Doing the
bro.
New Game Plus and
That was
having
my
a lot of
childhood.
fun with that. And that's pretty much about games. Little side tangent. I went to the movies
Take me on a journey.
last Sunday,
Okay.
and I went to see 2 movies.
Jurassic
by
World is
myself.
one of them.
First one was Dragon Ball Z:
I was
The
close.
Resurrection of Frieza, and you may say, "What?
I
You
still
went
need
and
to watch the
saw
other
that?"
two. I still need to watch the
Yeah,
other.
Fox distributed the movie down here in Puerto Rico early.
That's kind of crazy that it came to
but-
Puerto Rico earlier.
Not in English dub, was in Spanish dub, and
That must
some
have been
other
fun.
were in Japanese with
I bet
English
Silver Bear speaks
subtitles,
Spanish,
and it
so.
was fine in Spanish for me. I really did enjoy it. I mean, it's like my first digesting DBZ content like in the last 10 years. It was amazing. Also, I went to see Jurassic World, and I have to say it was a great movie. It felt to me like the sequel to Jurassic Park that it needed to. I mean, just remove 2 and 3 from the whole equation. They feel like crap. This one
Exactly.
feels like the real sequel
Still haven't seen it.
to
So.
Jurassic Park.
I still haven't seen
It's
Mad
amazing.
Max, so I'm just a terrible
I
person.
haven't seen that
Great,
yet.
great movie. I'm really looking forward
I've heard
to buying
such
that
mixed
on
things
Blu-ray when it
about
comes
Jurassic
out.
World.
And yeah, that's pretty much
it's-
about me. But
it's okay.
before I leave, I just want to leave you with a question.
Oh, please
It's
do.
about drinks,
42.
sodas, water, whatever you like. What kind of drink do you like to have to prep yourself for a long marathon gaming? If you ask me, grape soda. Because
It's all about the
YOLO,
orange soda.
fuck diabetes. No, I'm just kidding.
YOLO,
But
fuck
I love a lot of
diabetes.
grape soda before gaming. Because, the sugar.
Diabetes.
So that's pretty much about me, guys. Everybody hope is having a fun one. So PR, signing out.
Who loves orange soda?
Kel
I
loves-
do, I do, I do.
Kel loves orange soda, I'll tell you what. Thank you, Silver BR, for the voicemail, of course. It's good to hear from you. What's your pre-gaming sesh drink? I feel like most of us are just gonna say water.
That's literally all I drink except for alcoholic stuff.
Yeah, like I drink Mexican Coke, which is Coke with real sugar and no high fructose corn syrup. I've cut out high fructose corn syrup pretty much entirely out of my diet. But yeah, like I'll drink maybe one a day, usually not even. And then while I'm playing a game, I'll drink one before when I start up a session, but while I'm playing, I'll drink water.
Yeah, I got nothing. Like I'm not like, oh, I need to get prepped. I need to drink. Let's go. And just
I need my
down
Mountain
2
Dew
beers.
game fuel.
Well, you see,
Yeah.
I do that with water,
Yeah.
especially because this it just takes back the extra life.
Yeah.
If you're not hydrated beforehand, then you start
Yeah.
drinking soda and all that stuff, you're going down.
Yeah, Extra Life, if you're not drinking water, like periodically at least, you're fucking. It's going to be a
Man.
goddamn nightmare.
Extra
for me.
Life is just like a fever dream of Chick-fil-A nuggets and sauce
And Pizza Hut.
Extra Life this year is
and
going to be.
fucking pizzones.
And disappointing amounts of pizza.
Disappointing amounts of pizzones, yeah.
We've broken our sponsorship that never existed with Pizza Hut, I'll tell you what.
Why are we talking about him?
No, yeah, like I'll drink a Coke, Mexican Coke, real sugar Coke. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be Mexican Coke, but real sugar Coke and water. That's it. So, like the thing is, if it's a Sunday and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play video games all day today and fuck people, I'll drink. I'll have lunch, a Coke with that, then I'll get a glass of water, sit down, start playing games, right? And then in the evening, maybe I'll have a beer or two. Maybe, usually a wheat beer.
Wheat.
Or a summer beer or something like that. But yeah, like we're all boring. Like we're all relatively healthy people that just drink water most of the time. So like, what are you gonna do?
I just
Although
chug
tomorrow
grape
night-
soda.
Well, you see,
Tomorrow
I have
night
a
we're
second
just gonna
part
throw
to
that
that.
all out the window.
Yeah, what are you gonna say, Scott? Sorry.
You see, I have a second part to that because it's
Okay.
before the session, it's water.
Yeah.
However, during the session, if it's going to be a soda, it's going to be root beer.
Yes. Root beer's your go-to.
Soda
At
Stream
this
root
point,
beer.
I've decided that I like 2 kinds of soda.
There are 2 kinds of
Surge?
people in the world: Batmen and some men who just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, generally it's just it pretty much root beer. I went back to Shirley Temples, and that's just not me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And neither
Yeah.
is another old one that I used to like, the marble soda.
I can just imagine Scott hanging out, sipping on a Shirley Temple, playing video games.
Yeah. Harold in the YouTube comments said that the sombrero hat was the 2011 Game of the Year for Giant Bomb, and the 2012 was the TV spoofs. And it's weird. I remember the 2012 Game of the Year for Giant Bomb was the TV spoofs, but for some odd reason, I thought the sombrero was a part of that. So there you go.
So you do like Monokuma.
Yeah, so there you go. Says water and root beer and Mexican
Swatter.
Coke
And possibly beer.
and possibly beer. That's it. That's the show. You guys have anything you want to add? Scott's been 5 years. We're old.
Nah,
men now.
I got nothing more I want to add.
We're old,
I had
jaded
5
men now,
years to
Scott.
do all that. Huh? What? I
This is the
completely
last
missed it.
episode.
This is it. This is the end of Irrational Passion. 100, 300,
100.
300, 234. We're ending on a weird, even numbered episode. And that's it. So we talked it over
So
with
never
Evan.
again?
Never again. This is it. No.
All right.
No, the next episode will be Irrational Passions 2, episode 1. No.
Irrational Passion
I'm
Z.
down.
No.
Because like, if
Irrational
we're gonna
Passions X.
go out on this note, then I do have one more thing that I have to say.
What is it, Scott?
Fucking
We're not going out.
Evan. God
Fucking
damn it.
Evan. He can't even be here for our 5-year anniversary. Although he'll probably be there tomorrow. So we can
Yeah.
beat the shit out of him in real life, Scott.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll be using that keyblade that you've got
That's,
up on the
that's
wall.
a good way to get people to come to your parties.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just Evan.
gonna beat
Everyone
the
else
shit
is
out
totally
of you.
welcome.
And I'm already here, so I'm stuck, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I broke your car, by the way. I took out the engine.
I was gonna say, did you slash my tires? And
Yeah.
well,
You'll just roll home on the shitty tires. No, that's the end of the show. I'm sad that Namshin had to go. He had a date planned with his best friends to go play some card games. So for people who are referencing, and Brant obviously said before the show started that he's hanging out with his cousin's birthday. That's it. That's the show. Again, I'll say it again if anybody
And we're
missed
hanging
it.
out with each other because it's the show's birthday.
Yes.
happy birthday!
Yeah.
Not America's
And
birthday.
I love all you guys except for Justin. I love
Well, that's
Justin.
no surprise.
I double love Justin.
Wow.
Aw.
I'm very hurt right now.
No, I double love all of you.
But he triple loves
But you
me.
triple love me. No, he already said he only double loves you, Justin.
I'm I'm going back to singular love of all of you.
Wow, I was
See what
even
you
a
did?
part of that.
Tony, you're part of the singular love. Stop acting like I'm not including you in anything.
Don't make it be a -1 love, all right?
Earlier today, Tony's like, "Where's my infant?" I'm like, Tony, we talked about getting wine in a private conversation earlier. A very girly wine conversation. And not all wine is girly. All wine is gender neutral.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I
Thank
don't know,
you.
That's what I asked for. Something girly.
Yeah. there
I,
you go.
yeah, I guess we could just end the show. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna go through the closing, then I'll say what I want to say. I decided. You can contact us and be a part of the show in a variety of ways, just like Harold and Silver PR did. You can email us, mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. That's MAILSACK @irrationalpassions.com. And leave us a voicemail over at 404-590-1337. Standard long distance fees do apply. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I am at AlFighter27. Scott is at WhatTetchuz. It's WTTEHCHUZ. Nobishin is at NabeShin186. Tony's at Tony Horvath. Tony Horvath. Jesus. All one word. Justin, you are at the Sigma Omega.
Yeah.
The-
I got nothing.
Sigma Omega. And our friend Brant is at BRanj. BRANJ. Super easy. Some other stuff, please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. It actually legitimately helps us out a lot. So please do that. Especially if you're a new listener. I would super love you forever if you did that. Follow the show and the site at IrrationalPod. Go to VGEva.com. Check out our podcast network there that we are a part of, including such gems as Gamers Only, Older, and Interactive Distractions. There's also awesome forums there. Go to YouTube.com. Our YouTube page is youtube.com/IrrationalPassions. Watch me play Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, like Justin's been watching.
Yeah, you guys have to watch it with me. I need someone to talk about it with.
Yeah, it can't just be Tony and Justin. And watch Waffles vs. Pancakes, which is coming back, I promise. We've been on a kind of hiatus recently because we're trying to figure out some RSS feed stuff. But tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. Check out our Batman Arkham Knight spoiler cast, which you can see at our website, along with everything else we have, irrationalpassions.com. I do want to say thank you to everyone who's supported us, shown us love, and been super welcoming and supportive over the last 5 years. It's kind of fucking crazy to think we've been doing this for half of a decade.
You old farts.
Yeah, old farts. I mean, we did have 2 months off back in 2012, but other than that, it's been every week, save for holidays, for 5 years straight. So that's kind of fucking awesome, and I'm super proud of this show. I'm super proud of everyone on it, and I love all of you dearly. Especially you listeners. Thank you all so much for listeking. Thank you, Justin. for
You
joining
double
us.
love the listeners. There we go.
Yeah, of
Double
course.
love is back.
I double love. the
Double
listeners. Thank you, Justin, for joining us. This was fun having you on.
No problem.
You're always welcome in my home.
I'll be
Always.
here.
You'll be here
Monday.
all weekend.
And then I'm leaving and I'll come right back.
There you go. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Brant. I almost called him Branch again. Brant for joining us. And Nabishna, obviously, even though you guys had to dip out early.
I miss you.
And thank you again to our listeners. Thank you, Ryan, for everything you've given us. I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games. Stay rational. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Pew, pew, pew.
Now, I do want to apologize when we get into the titles here. Nabishin left halfway through. Not even like 30 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to write some titles.
And they're kind of shit.
And I'm not as good at writing titles as Nabishin. He is the title master.
Yeah.
You should come on the Mupex and just sit there in the background and get the titles for us.
So the I got this titles idea where we like go through and redo it from a podcast called That Video Game Podcast. They do the same thing. I pretty much just copied it from them. I mentioned this the first time we ever did it. And they originally, one of their hosts was actually just there to hang out and listen for titles.
You hear that, Nabishin?
He would chime in occasionally. Nabishin interacts on the show, though. He's always talking, but he's always thinking about it.
You can come to Mupex and just...
But he's just good. No, Nabishin couldn't come on Mupex because as soon as someone brought up DBZ, he gets so pissed and leave. Anyway, I just want to give that caveat. Tony, please read the titles.
All right, so we got Brant Awareness, Raving Tony, IP4, reference to Independence Day movie, Duncan Rampa, Duncan Ropna.
God damn it, Nabishin.
Do you guys have a copy of Battletoads?
Damn it.
BT Day, Drop the J Key, The Wazd Gods, Giant Kid-Eating Plant, Interferes, Poop Quill, YOLO Fuck Diabetes, and The Gummy Ships Suck.
I really like Poop Quill.
I love the poop.
For its weird, it's not going to be the title, but I really appreciate everything it's bringing to the table. What do you like, Justin?
I may be impartial,
The Duncan Rampa.
but no, that doesn't. I don't know.
I like
What?
Gummy Ships Suck.
Yeah, we know what you like, Tony. What you contributed literally at the end.
That's my vote.
Have you played it recently?
Yeah, and Gummy Ships Suck.
Like, it's only like maybe 20 minutes total of the game.
Yeah, and it sucks.
And then all you have to do is
Sucks.
warp.
Then all you warp, you just warp your way at you that. Scott, what do you like?
Well, you see, first I have to, open this doc that I don't have.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Christ.
Oh wait, no, it's there. You see, I was looking for it, and I was like,
Okay.
yeah, no, I don't have it. But
Tony
no,
just posted it. so-
Tony got me. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, Poop Quill.
What do you, Justin, other than Duncan Rampa?
Waz gods.
Waz.
Gods.
I could also flip for a giant kid-eating plant.
That is pretty good.
I do like Giant Kid Eating Plant. Okay, we'll do that one.
Sounds good.
Who wants to say the title? I'll say the number.
This is the Irrational Passions Podcast.
Look, Tony, dude, what did we just
432.
decide, you piece of shit? Did you say 432?
I did.
Man, you've been doing this longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually did this many episodes without them.
Yeah, it's all Tony. It's all Scott and Tony's shit on everything. Scott, you can say it.
The number?
No, Giant Kid
Oh,
Eating
giant
Plant.
kid-eating plant.
Yeah, you got this.
You see, I'm just gonna swap out kid for Alex eating plant.
Sure. This
No.
is a
Go.
Go. Okay. You're listening to Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 234.
Giant kid-eating plant.
That's the show. Thank you to our video viewers. I love all of you. Doubly so, apparently.
I love you, Triple E.
Stop.
I love you more than Alex.